hang on a minute, guys. I've got to go. Jimmy's got the TV. So he went to bed. I told you. Background noise. I'll be right there. Be right there. Right there. They're saying a cool day tomorrow, so I guess I'm not going swimming. Don't tell me that is not going to be swimming day tomorrow. And they said we do it all over again for Friday, so that doesn't sound good at all. Okay. All right. Sorry, I had to lower I actually shut it off. Jimmy will be freaking. There's no background noise. All right, let me go. Do. I've got to get so many videos up. Jimmy did a video review on, I'm going to sneeze. I feel like I'm going to sneeze. On that Sienna. We still have to do a video comparison as opposed to ours. To get the hiking video up, I've got more of the flower videos I have to finish and get up. In a way, I don't want the summer to end, but then yeah, I'll have more time for doing stuff like that, but yeah, you know. And I've got to get on and check my Mommy Ramblings email. Something was going wrong with my Microsoft stuff today, and I have to get back in there, and I didn't check it, and I'm expecting to hear back on some campaigns, and I've got to get in there. All right, let me see here. Let me fix the subscriber stuff. Should we make it? You have to be subscribed to us for, let's put that. And then Patreon movie night. I don't know what we're going to watch, but that might come up tomorrow. I don't know. Maybe Patreon movie tomorrow. Let's see. I mean, I'm not sure exactly which one you want to watch. All right, let me go over here and back into the channel. So, a lot of fake news, right, today regarding Dawn Wells. I'll show you what people were doing. People were going here. Again, it's a lot of times, am I going to be first with the story? That's, yeah, if you're doing Krama. But if you're really going to do something, check into it. And if it doesn't sound like right, then kind of question it a little bit. You don't have to run to YouTube to get on it like that, but you'll look like a fool. So anyway, let me get to what I wanted to show you. So people were taking this Federal Bureau of Prisons and find an inmate and putting Donald Wells, which it's not an uncommon name, going down here and showing this and saying 100%, even though it says not in BOP custody, that he was in transit. And then that was not true. And what else? So, yeah. go to... I want to see if there's anything more on that woman. So we have... Oh yeah, Jimmy told me about this one. A student was fatally shot at a North Carolina high school today. Terrible. So, a North Carolina high school student was shot and killed Wednesday afternoon. The suspect was taken into custody hours later. They have identified the victim as William Chavis Reynard Miller, Jr. They believe the suspect was also a student, and a law enforcement officer later confirmed that he is a juvenile. Authorities said they believe he is a freshman or a sophomore at Mount Tabor, or Tabor, Mount Tabor, Tabor. The Forsyth County Sheriff's Office and the Winston-Salem Police Department announced the arrest of the suspect with the assistance of the U.S. Marshals Fugitive Task Force in social media posts. Later, the Sheriff's Office said a news conference would be held at 11 a.m. Thursday, tomorrow. Gosh darn it. I forgot to watch the freaking Daybell thing tonight. Okay. Thursday and live streamed on Facebook. I'll have to watch it on demand. The city of Winston-Salem will live stream it on their YouTube channel. With 1,500 students enrolled at Mount Tabor, the area around the school was crowded with police and other emergency responders, as well as parents desperately trying to get information about their children. At a news conference earlier in the day, Winston-Salem Police Chief Katrina Thompson told reporters that a student had been shot and taken to the hospital where he died. "We have a mother and a family who will not be able to hug their child tonight," she said, choking back tears. Forsyth County Sheriff Bobby Kimbrough Jr. was also emotional as he spoke with reporters. "I haven't cried in a while, but I've been crying since I left the hospital," he said. Kimbrough also said he spoke with young Miller's mother at the hospital, and he promised to give him justice. In addition to deputies and police officers, agents from the FBI and the ATF responded to the scene. The sheriff's office said the other schools in the area were also shut down out of an abundance of caution. Now, the Winston-Salem school shooting was the second in the state this week. A 15-year-old was charged with attempted murder on Monday for allegedly shooting another student at New Hanover High School in Wilmington. A parent of Mount Tabor student told the station that his son said he was in the gym when he heard the gunshots. "You see stuff like this in the media," said Chris Johnson. "It's scary to know that it actually reached out and touched you this time. My son's not a victim, but he's part of this, and he'll probably remember this forever." At the time, Johnson said his son was still at the school awaiting transportation to the reunification center. It's really sad that this is going on and somebody lost their life. It's horrible. Wow. This woman looks like someone. 24-year-old Kentucky man has been arrested after he allegedly stabbed his mother-in-law with a sword. Erlanger police said that Nathan Hayab was charged with assault after the Monday evening incident. Stacy Algier, 45, was airlifted to the University of Cincinnati Medical Center for treatment with life-threatening injuries. The victim's daughter, Sarah Elizabeth Trentman, said that her mother was recovering after surgery and listed in stable condition. Now, Nathan is married to another of the victim's daughters, Virginia, according to her Facebook page. Let's take a look. They give us a look here. Okay, so this is Virginia. She's married to Nathan. Let's see here what the freak Nathan did here. Oh, hold on a minute. I've got to tell somebody. Okay. So, we look at this guy. This is his Facebook. Revolution, it says. He's an operational leader at Chick-fil-A. He went to Lloyd Memorial High School. He lives in Ellesmere, Kentucky. He's from Ludlow, Kentucky, and he's married to Virginia. That's the victim's daughter. That's from 2016. So this is back a ways. They either privated as the last stuff because this is 2016. But anyway, let's see what else this wants to tell us here. So here's what happened. The mother-in-law, it's appearing that the mother-in-law, let me see. It's very confusing because whoever wrote this article is saying that Allgaier and Hayab got into an argument. Well, the mother-in-law's name is Allgaier, and the wife goes by. So which ones got into the argument? I'm assuming it's the Virginia. So I'm thinking it's Virginia and Nathan got into an argument, and that Virginia initially locked herself in a second-floor bedroom, where Nathan forced the door open, and then he went to another room where he retrieved the sword. The police report said that when Nathan went into the other room, Virginia went back downstairs and into the dining room, with Nathan following. Police said she told him to get out. Okay, so it is, okay, this is Writers 101. So it's not that, it is Stacy, the mother-in-law, had a fight with Nathan. She locks herself in the bedroom. He goes to another, he forces the door open. He goes to another room. He retrieves the sword. While he's getting the sword, she goes downstairs. She's into the dining room, and he's following her. She tells him, get out of the house, and he stabs her with the sword. And they located him not far from the house, and they also found the sword nearby, the Erlanger police. That's just great. I'm glad she didn't die, but that's sucks. Yakima, really? Wow, I have a friend that lives there. 11-year-old in Washington State helped thwart the attempted kidnapping of her 3-year-old sister at a Yakima park on Tuesday. Yakima police said a homeless woman snatched a 3-year-old girl in Miller Park shortly before 9 p.m. and ran. And then the little girl's sister took off after her. The 11-year-old caught up with the homeless woman and her sister. The suspect knocked her to the ground. At about that time, 2 men who had seen the incident had arrived and held her there until police arrived. Police said none of the girl's family knew the suspect. Officers believe the female suspect was suffering from mental health issues based on her behavior and statements she made to the officers. Wow. Officers, let's see. Okay, said the police captain, Jay Seeley, thanked the 2 men who intervened, noting that they did not want to be identified. But he said they recognized the situation and immediately acted, preventing every parent's worst nightmare, having a child abducted. So Samantha Ricardo Garcia has been charged with second-degree kidnapping and 2 counts of fourth-degree assault. It's crazy. Oh, North Carolina's getting bad. Boyfriend kills girlfriend, her adult son, and wounds 2 others. North Carolina police said that a man is suspected of killing his girlfriend and her adult son the day before. Adrian Holm, 43, is charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder and attempted murder, 4 counts of discharging a weapon into an occupied vehicle causing serious injury, and 1 count each of kidnapping, discharging a weapon into an occupied vehicle, motor vehicle larceny, and cocaine trafficking. Goldsboro police said Holm was taken into custody at a mobile home park in Wayne County on Wednesday, but provided no other information. According to investigators, the shooting took place as Latasha Tennell Tomlin, 44, was trying to move out of the home she shared with Holm. This is the same media that's writing this. She was assisted by her 21-year-old son, Raekwon Tyleek Williams, his 18-year-old girlfriend, Lakaya Williams. They both have the same name. And Tomlin's 18-year-old daughter, Fideria Williams. That has to be a misprint. And Holmes reportedly got into an argument and he opened fire. Investigators said Raekwon Williams, his girlfriend, and his sister were shot, and Holmes fled the scene in a black Buick sedan with Tomlin and the 8-month-old child of Raekwon Williams and his girlfriend. That sounds good. Police arrived and found Raekwon Williams dead from multiple gunshot wounds. Lakaya Williams was shot in the back and was home recovering. Fideria Williams was shot 8 times and is in critical condition at the hospital. Oh my gosh. Authorities found the bullet-ridden black Buick about 20 miles away in South Edgecombe County, and Tomlin dead inside from multiple gunshot wounds, and the baby still alive. The infant was taken to the hospital to be evaluated and then returned to her mother. Investigators said that Holmes' brother, 40-year-old Timothy Holmes, I can't even see now they're saying, oh my gosh, there are so many typos in here. Now they're saying it's Horn. Picked up Adrian Horn near where the Buick was abandoned and took him from the scene. Timothy Horn was arrested Wednesday and charged with 4 counts of accessory after the fact, and he's being held on a $25,000 bond. That's crazy. So he killed his girlfriend, her adult son, wounds 2 others. His brother helps him escape. For what reason? It's crazy. This lady looks so familiar to me too, this one. This Pennsylvania woman is behind bars. Police say she injured an infant so severely that he's now in critical condition. Oh my gosh. The Lancaster Bureau of Police responded on August 30th to the 500 block of North Plum Street for a report of a 3-month-old who was barely conscious and having trouble breathing. The suspect, identified as Kayla Tucker, has been identified as the infant child's care provider. Tucker and the baby are not related. The baby was initially taken to a local hospital, but due to the seriousness of the injuries, he was airlifted and taken to another area hospital for treatment. As of Wednesday afternoon, the infant is in critical condition. Police arrested Tucker and charged her with aggravated assault and endangering the welfare of a child. Both charges are felonies. This story is developing. Wow. Hopefully, these are right. Let's see here. What else? I want to see if there's anything more on. Okay, so it looks like there might be a small update on this family. The mystery deepens with these people. Park officials have closed off multiple areas of the Sierra National Forest after a young family and their dog were found dead on the trail there last month. John Garish, 45, Ellen Chung, his wife, 31, and their 1-year-old daughter, Muji, and the family dog were found dead on the morning of August 17th. The family had reportedly planned to go on a day hike 2 days before, Sunday, and a friend reported them missing when they didn't return. Their bodies were found on a trail near Heights Cove. No visible signs of trauma were found. The area where the family was found does not have cell phone reception. Investigators are still working to determine the family's cause of death, but have ruled out acute trauma such as a gunshot or a stab wound. They've ruled out blunt force trauma, and they've ruled out potential chemical hazards investigators had initially suspected, and the toxic algae. All other potential causes of death remain, says a spokesperson from the Mariposa County Sheriff's Office. Federal park officials have closed the trail where the family was found, along with several additional recreational areas and trailheads. Park officials reportedly cited unknown hazards found in and near the Savage Lundy Trail. The areas are expected to be closed for a month, and those who violate the order could face up to a $10,000 fine. The family found dead appeared to be very happy with a recent move to Mariposa from San Francisco area. There is no indication that the couple had any domestic issues, but by all accounts, the family was thriving. This is a very unusual, unique situation, said Sheriff's spokesperson last week. There were no signs of trauma, no obvious cause of death, and there was no suicide note. The investigation to determine the cause of the family's death remains active. Okay, so nothing really new there. Still have to wait. Okay, so then now there's a student missing in Illinois. Let's see what's going on here. New video of him was found. Let's see if anybody recognizes. Bloomington police in Illinois announced that they obtained a new video of missing ISU graduate student that shows him in a different outfit than the previous video taken on the same day. Family members told Dateline that not hearing from Jelani J.J. Day, 25, was very unlike him. After contact with him on August 23rd, they haven't heard anything at all from Day, and they're pleading for answers. Day failed to show up for classes at ISU, while his family made several unsuccessful attempts to find him. Their calls to Day reportedly went straight to voicemail each time. "I call him my bill collector child," Day's mother Carmen said, "because he just calls me nonstop, several times a day, so not to hear from him in a week is very unlike him. Something's not right." Here's more. Okay, somebody recognizes this. So security footage from August 24th showed Day wearing a black Jimi Hendrix band t-shirt with a unique logo, silver or white shorts, a Detroit Lions baseball cap, and black shoes with white soles. The video was taken at the Beyond Hello Cannabis store in Bloomington off of Veterans Parkway at about 9:12 a.m. Later on that day, on August 24th, the Bloomington Police Department announced that officers with the Peru Police Department found Day's white 2010 Chrysler 300 in a wooded area at the intersection of 12th Street and West Clocks Avenue, south of Illinois Valley YMCA in Peru. The area is around an hour from Day's off-campus apartment in Bloomington. Another video showed Day on the morning of August 24th around 7:20 a.m. at the Bone Student Center in ISU. He was wearing a button-up blue dress shirt with a collar and a blue face mask, black shoes and a black belt, and black pants. The director of clinical education at ISU, Kara Booster, is the one who reported Day missing. She said he failed to show up for class, which was not like him. When he didn't show up, I texted to see what was going on. He didn't answer me. I knew he had class at 1 p.m., so I waited for him after class. And he didn't show up. That is not at all something our grad students would do. It was Day's first day of graduate school at the school's Communication, Science, and Disorders Department, where Boaster serves as the director. Day's mother added that Day lives in an off-campus apartment but frequently visited his family home in Danville, about an hour away. Police have found the events unusual. A lot of the things that are unfolding just seem unusual. We released that he didn't show up for class. His family has been trying to contact him, said John Verman from the Bloomington Police. Meanwhile, a GoFundMe has been set up to help the family with resources and assistance to help search for Day. He's a vital part of our family, and we need him home, please. We love him and miss him, and if anyone out there has seen him or knows anything, please call the police. Call me. Call his siblings. Day is described as a black male who stands 6 feet, 2 inches tall, weighing about 180 pounds. He has short black hair, brown eyes, and some facial hair. Police ask anyone who has contact with Day to call the police department at 309-820-8888, and anyone with information to call Detective Paul Jones at 309-434-2548. So, yeah, hopefully he's found unharmed. 10-year-old boy is missing. Investigators are searching for a 10-year-old boy last seen Tuesday in North Houston. Fredell Richardson, 10, was last seen on Tuesday. He was reportedly seen leaving the 5600 block of what local reports describe as Patrick, presumably a street, and his direction is unknown. It is also not known if his last known sighting was at or near his home. At the time, there are very few details available about Fredrell's disappearance. He is described as a black juvenile male with black hair and brown eyes, 4 feet 10 inches tall, 175 pounds. According to the report, he was wearing black shorts and a gray t-shirt. Anyone with information about Fredrell is urged to contact the Houston Police Department at 832-394-1840 or 713-884-3131. Went through all that. Now let's see if we saw that. Let's see if this is going to give us any. All right. Okay, so let me just check one other thing here. A second. All right, let me see now. I just want to see one thing here. What? What in the world is this? Okay, so I was just trying to see. There's so much crap about Dawn and all this stuff. I'm not even... So many channels reporting crap, looking in this group, and it just have like one video after another just posting. But that was all fake book. Okay, so yeah, all that crazy crap. All right, let me see now. I guess I'll just put the number in, and you can. Let me just put this over here, and anybody that wants to call in can call in and do something. If you want to do something, if you want to talk, if you want to do a craft, if you want to show something, if you want to tell a story. You can come in, or you can stay out. Whatever you want, as long as you're nice. All right, let me put this in. How's the squirrel, Tammy? Please don't tell me that the squirrel died, because I haven't seen any updates on the squirrel. I don't want to hear that he died. Or that you just let him loose in the yard. I'm scared to look at the chat. Okay. I'm scared to look at the chat. Is he alive? Squirrel? The squirrel? The squirrel? Hi, People's Team for Justice. Let me see, did you send me a message? Hang on. There you are. Okay, good. All right, so yeah, that's a bunch of crap, and what about that, the Random House lady? Let me just see if anything's new on her. The number's in Slack if anybody wants to climb. Let's see if anything's happened. Erica. Let's see anything yet. Gonna wait on the autopsy. Okay. They were vacationing in Westminster. I see something. It looks like they actually said oops. Pretty rural area. Deb. Deb? Deb's here. Deb?
Yeah. Hey, I wanted to explain some of this summer stuff because I don't think you heard the end of it.
Is this Deb on the move?
Yeah,
Oh, okay, good. I didn't know who was here. I thought it was Scooter, and I'm like, your voice changed.
yeah. Okay. It was back and forth
Right.
today, about is this true? Is it not true? Is it true? Is it not true? Okay. And then somebody had on their panel Mary, Don's stepsister. And Candace had called her last night around midnight and was crying, and you could barely understand anything she said. And Mary recorded this. And then she was saying that the police took him, and then you could only make out a few words of what she was saying, but she said that later she started talking about the cartel and the mafia and all this stuff. And
Mary or Candace?
Candace,
Okay.
and Mary said, well, she had seen something on YouTube, during that day, about Gandhi owing somebody money, but she didn't know if it was true or not. And Candace said, yeah, and they're going to kill him, and was crying and stuff. And so, she said at the beginning that it was the police that took him. And then she was talking about, the cartel and all this stuff. But that's why all these YouTubers were saying that it was true, because Mary was saying this, and she had a copy of she had a recording of the discussion that she had with Candace. But then it turns out this other guy, who is a former detective, gets on there and says that he checked everywhere today and nobody has them. And it turns out that Candace and Don did this as a joke. They were trying to find out where the leak was, because evidently he has some investigator that's working free for him.
Mm-hmm.
Or not investigator, private detective, so-called. And I guess they had confronted one YouTuber who has been having Dawn up on her panel lately.
Right. So
They
they're on the outs with those now.
No, they had
Oh.
confronted her 2 weeks ago
Mm-hmm.
if she would help them do this, and she
Oh.
said, which is surprising for
Wait,
this girl.
she said no?
Yeah, she said no.
Okay.
And so all this stuff, finally got figured out
Right. So they're still
this evening.
free.
And then what is it? CBI?
Mm-hmm. TBI.
TBI. Okay. I knew that didn't sound right. TBI said they wanted, after this happened, because Mary called Don's dad, who is like on his deathbed, and
Right.
told him that the police, took Don. And
So Mary's the stepsister, right?
yeah, uh-huh.
Right. Okay. And so she believed Candace. She wasn't doing anything deceptive. She believed what Candace said was true.
Oh, yeah, yeah. And if you listen to this recording, you would believe it too. Well, at first, I didn't believe it was Candace. It didn't sound like Candace. But then because she was all upset and, you know, kind of hyperventilating and everything. But once she started talking a little bit slower, you could absolutely tell it was Candace. And Mary said that it was Candace's phone number that come up on her caller ID on her phone. And so then, as of this morning, she was trying to call them this morning. Because Candace said that the police were there. Evidently, they were outside when they first started talking. And then she said that the police were there then, and they were telling her to get off the phone, that they had to talk to her. And she said, well, call me back when they leave. And she never called Mary back. So after an hour later, Mary called her and doesn't get through.
Right.
And so, and then she tried to call her this morning, and the phone, both Candace's phone and Don's phone went straight to voicemail, which is not set up on either one of them. And so she's just like, oh my God, what if it was the cartel that took Donnie, and then they, took Candace too, and
Oh my
the whole
goodness.
family was worried about what was going on with these guys. And then I guess this afternoon, I'm thinking, she talked to Candace this afternoon, and then Candace said that, or maybe that was this morning, I don't know. But she did talk to her sometime today, and Candace did say that that Donnie was still gone and everything. But so she's still going along with the story.
So
And
who finally admitted it?
nobody,
Nobody. Okay,
nobody.
so they didn't say themselves that we had to do this because we wanted to find out where a leak was.
No, I don't know. Maybe that's what they told that
He's
one
getting bigger.
YouTuber when they were trying to get her to do this with them. Maybe that's where that came from, because they didn't say anything today about those guys saying that today.
Right. Okay.
So it had to have been when they were talking to the YouTuber 2 weeks ago.
Wow.
And stuff. But it's the retired detective today is the one that came on the live tonight as a guest panel and said that this was that this is just sick that they did this and all this stuff, that none of it's true. And he's the one that said that they were that they had tried to find out where the leak was coming, and they had put, Don's family through all of this when his dad's on his deathbed and everything, to be worried about him through all this. And like Mary, the stepsister, she said, I was worried. She says, I called the police, last night to see if it was really true and everything. And I don't know. It's just a big mess. But evidently, this is something that
Yeah.
Don and Kim thought would be funny.
Oh, this is crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. That's not doing them any favors.
Yeah.
You know?
And yeah, that's what that detective was saying. When it comes down to,
Right. Want to find their daughter and they're playing games?
yeah, if one of them was interested, I mean, if one of them, either one of them, you know, get arrested for this and they go to trial, and this can be held against them,
Right.
and
Yeah.
that's saying they weren't telling the truth then, and, they were playing games and stuff while their daughter was missing.
Yeah, just really stupid. Yeah, that's.
But man, that recording tonight, I mean, oh, she was so believable and stuff. And they were just, I mean, even after the ex detective was saying, that they were setting Mary up and everything, and Mary still didn't believe it. She said, "Man, she should get an Academy Award for that performance." She said, "I 100% believed it.
Yeah. Did it sound like she was under the influence of something?
Well, that's what somebody asked her, and I don't remember. I don't remember what the answer was. I mean, it was hard to tell that because she was so emotional and everything. It could have been alcohol on top of being emotional,
Yeah, but.
and it could have just been emotional.
And it couldn't have been that she believed it, Candace.
Well, that came up too, and
Like, did he fool her? Like, is he the only one that was in on it, or I don't know.
yeah, one of the um, one of the hosts on that thing tonight said, could it have been, that maybe Candace didn't know this because she sounded so believable and emotional. And I mean, you could hear her sniffling and gasping for a breath, she was so
Right.
upset. And
And it didn't sound fake.
not at all, she's just like, I just want my baby, and she was saying that, you know, these people were going to kill him and everything. And I mean, Mary the whole time during this conversation was trying to talk Candace down. And I mean, she was saying, I don't know what to tell you, Candace, but I'm sure they're just taking them in to ask them some questions or whatever, and they'll bring them back, And she's just like, but I love them.
Oh.
And I mean, I was getting, um, how do I want to put that? I mean, my heart was breaking for her while I was listening to this. That's how real it was, because, you know, if Don leaves, Candace really doesn't have anybody,
Right.
They've took her,
Kids. Yeah.
her little girl's gone.
Her
They
boys.
took the other kids,
Right. Her
and now
mom's
her
gone.
husband's gone.
Yeah.
Her mom, because Mary even asked her is if her mom was coming back, and Kim said no, and and she would have no money, and then on top of that, she has no job either.
Right.
He's the breadwinner and everything, and my heart was just breaking for her, but
Yeah, I don't know. I wonder if she who, but somebody would have. She thought they. Did she say she saw them take Don away?
oh yeah, she said they handcuffed him
So then she had to be
and took
lying,
him.
unless it was a really elaborate hoax there, right?
Yeah, uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah, unless Don had some people come and do that.
I know, but wouldn't they have to have a car? I mean, from the police. I don't know. Yeah, it's so weird. This whole thing is so freaking weird.
Yeah, there's just so much stuff. And then God, I mean, I've watched so much stuff on this little girl, but something today I watched, and I don't know if I watched it or dreamed it. I mean, that's how bad this is getting and stuff. But something that about it, about a tub and them fooling somebody that was there, and there was a baby doll in there in this tub, and then Candace and Don were just laughing about it and stuff, like that was where somebody put Summer, and I'm just like, now I honestly cannot tell you if that was a dream or if that was something I saw. I've watched so much today, because as soon as I start watching something, well, somebody else would come on with something else new, and then I'd start watching that, and then somebody else would come on. I mean, this is all day long today, and it was just like, yes, 100%, this is true. He's in custody, and they didn't even get that out of their mouth, and somebody else was coming on. Nope, this is not true. So and so
Yeah.
verified this is not true, and then somebody else on, yes, it is true. The stepsister is saying it's true, and then somebody else comes on with the video. I mean, it has just been a roller coaster today.
Oh my
But
gosh.
if this is true, that the parents did this as a joke, or to find out where their leak is or whatever, I do. If they would stoop that low, they got to have something to do with
Yeah,
this,
that's
because I cannot see any grieving parent doing something like this.
no, no. Why would you do
Even
that?
if
Yeah.
they're a little bit not wound correctly, I can't see a parent doing this, and stuff, unless they are just totally 100% heartless.
That's
But
bad. Yeah.
yeah, that's all I have to say.
Crazy.
Hi,
Well,
Tammy.
thanks. Tammy has the squirrel.
I do. I got the squirrel.
How is it?
Doing good. I'm about to feed it again.
Did you get the stuff?
I did. I got everything I needed.
Here, let me.
But like this little, you see this little pouch?
Yeah.
I got him that, and he won't come out of it.
Oh, they like to go in there. Yeah. He's probably tired.
There you are.
Let's see.
But I'm gonna feed him while we're talking. So.
All right, we're gonna look at him for a second. He looks like he got bigger. Is he? Does he scratch?
Yeah.
He looks like he's got scratchy nails. Maybe. He hasn't
He
opened
does.
his eyes. Is he opening his eyes?
No, not
Yeah,
yet.
it looked like you opened them.
Oh, like it was open.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Tammy, one of my friends saved a squirrel, same circumstance as you, and she got attached to it, and the squirrel actually lives in her house. She's had it for years now.
Yeah, a friend of mine did that. Well, a friend of mine's friend did that, and it was in North Carolina. And this squirrel still comes inside the house. It goes around a big, huge pit bull. I mean, this like little squirrel ain't scared of nothing.
This girl she actually lives in Northern California, and she has cats and everything else. And the squirrel just runs around the house like the cats do.
Around a big, huge pit bull.
That's so cute, Tammy.
Scooter?
Yes.
Am I behind on chat or what?
No, you're highlighted. You're highlighted.
Oh.
He
Hi,
is
Menace.
so cute, Tammy, or she.
Do you know if it's a boy or a girl?
It's a girl.
It is?
It's a girl.
Okay.
You gotta name her.
Well, and I got a few really good names in the Slack.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody said Chance, and I think that was Carol Boyce. And then somebody said another name. And so I'm almost thinking combining the two, but she's a feisty little thing.
Yeah, huh?
Yeah,
She's
she's healthy.
like, she's like moving.
I can't believe how big she is and she hasn't opened her eyes.
She's really not that big though, Carolyn.
No?
No.
I think she's bigger than Rocky.
Oh, yeah. But they're different types of squirrels.
I know. Rocky's cranking out in that wheel.
Oh, look how cute.
Don't want none.
What are you feeding her?
I went and got the milk replacement stuff.
Uh-huh.
Oh God, that stuff is not cheap.
No, it's not. I bought some at Walmart. I know.
Then I got a couple bottles and a cleaner, and then I got another bottle because the nipple to me just looked smaller.
Mm-hmm.
She's not liking it. She just likes this little glass dropper I have.
Hi, Deb on the move.
Hi, Debbie.
If you listen closely to Candace's voice from the other interviews, it does not match the voice on the phone. Something is not right. Something is playing games. You think it's a
I
voice
believe it was
changer?
her.
Medicine?
No, it was her.
You heard it too, Scooter?
Voice.
Yeah,
You her
I did.
voice.
It definitely was her, in my opinion.
See, at first, when they first started playing it, I thought, that is not her and stuff. But then later on, when she started talking about it, well, then I thought, that's exactly her.
Oh, yeah. I could tell it
But
was
at
her.
first, I didn't think it was her.
Karen H. doesn't feel it was her.
Nope.
She's so adorable.
Oh my gosh.
She really is. I like your squirrel. I bet you're
At
going to keep her.
nighttime, like she gets crazy at nighttime.
No southern
think-
accent, Karen H. says.
You should name her Shimmer.
And that was
Shimmer.
Mary's stepsister.
Yeah.
She knows her voice.
Do you have anything to weigh in on Regina on this situation?
Oh, the squirrel.
Well,
Oh,
how
hi,
long have
Regina.
you had her?
What?
How long have you had her for?
38 hours now. Not
I
very
can-
long. She's very active.
I can tell you're falling in love with her.
I'm trying.
Yeah.
Ow!
I would
yeah.
name her Shimmer.
Yeah. Are you stimulating her to make her go to the bathroom?
Yes, Carolyn. I'm
Okay, well,
stroking.
Monkey Mar is asking. They said, are you stimulating the baby to make the squirrel potty? They can't go
Yes.
on their own. I've
Carolyn,
taken.
I'm stroking.
Okay.
gosh.
We're good.
All right.
I love her.
See,
She's so
that's
adorable.
the second time you've kissed her. You're in love.
Recording.
Yeah.
Going anywhere.
No, and it will probably, the longer you have her and the more used to you she gets, the more harder it's going to
Sandy, I
be
saw
for you
it,
to
Sammy, I
introduce her
saw
back
that.
into the wild.
Oh no, trust me. When it's time, she's going out.
She's not going to leave. That's the thing.
Well. Oh, and
She's going to be like, nope.
I know, Monkey. We had to do that to our squirrel. Well, by the time we got our squirrel, he was okay, but they had to do it in the beginning to our squirrel.
Now, wasn't she just laying there most of the time yesterday?
She's so adorable.
You
Tammy?
saved her life.
Scooter, what is that drawing?
That's
Yeah.
a drawing that I found that Amelia drew me when she was real little.
Oh,
Because
okay.
I just put Zoom. I deleted Zoom
Yeah,
yesterday,
yeah.
and then when I went to call in, I realized, oh gosh, I don't have Zoom.
But how
So
come
I
your
just
selfie
downloaded
stick
it.
is there?
Huh?
Your selfie stick is there.
I know.
But I mean, you didn't have a selfie stick.
Oh, I know. This is one I found like a couple months ago. You know, the picture.
Oh, but that's like you mean that's a still picture?
Yes,
But
I
how
put it
come
as
there's
the background.
but how come there's like doesn't anybody see that stuff by Scooter's selfie stick? It looks like
That's because I'm using that background thingy right now.
Oh, but how come you're not showing?
A big, yeah, why aren't I?
Yeah, I'm very confused.
Yeah, you're right. You know what? I think I have the camera turned. Wait, no, I don't. I think I do, though. I think I have it turned the wrong way, maybe. See, what is going on?
I don't know. Karen H. says a stepsister has only talked to her on speakerphone with Dawn a couple of times. I think this was the first one-on-one between Mary and Candace. I'll listen again. Harvey Wise says sensible crime. Caroline, I don't know why it wants me to say Caroline. The thing always tries to correct me. And yes, the dispelling of rumors I greatly appreciate too. Robbie Bob says sometimes it comes up after in their websites. Now, Candy says I've had 5 or 6 baby squirrels and they visit every day this summer. Help me, Rhonda. Hello. Hi. Hi, LMW. Anna Patty. Linda Gelb. Hi,
Okay,
Mommy
you know,
Ramblings.
I'm
Happy
sorry.
birthday, Davida. Jen Doe.
Happy birthday, Davida.
Happy birthday,
Yes, happy
Davida.
birthday, Davida.
Happy,
Yeah,
happy birthday.
yeah,
Happy birthday to you.
squirrel.
Happy birthday. Oh, look, I'm still in time to put it on your Facebook wall. I was meant to do that earlier today, but I got distracted with napkins.
Napkin.
Yeah.
Those napkins are so cute.
Oh my gosh, it took me all freaking day.
I was like, I want those.
All day.
Oh no.
I still have to put them in the boxes.
See, I'm in the dark. That's why you can't see me.
Where you going? Oh. Where'd you go? I don't like this pouch thing I bought. This thing will not even go in it.
So what do you do with her at night?
Well, I keep it in a cage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it
Okay.
won't stay in there. It will not stay in that thing. I don't know. I tried. I washed it.
I'm trying to think about something.
What?
Just about something. Okay.
Just about something.
I'll tell you later. All right. Oh, yeah, that's what I was doing. I had to look at the chat. It said something. Hi, Aunt She. Hi, Mimi. Sandra K. Medicine Man. Friday. Nicole Griffith. Jen Doe. Easily Distracted. Heart Made Wise. Nightbot. Help Me, Rhonda. Candy Williams. Oh, boy. Let's see. Monkey Mar. Deborah Vancouverden, Karen H. Berg Strong. Dean Elizabeth. We got your Sensible Crime, right? May Wise. Lynn Williams. Oh, yes, that's what I was going to... Sammy Neiman, yes, that is one story. Did you hear about the guy in Las Vegas that they tortured and made jump off a cliff?
What?
Yes.
I didn't hear about that.
You didn't?
That's just disturbing.
Yeah, it is. Hold on. What am I doing here? I saw that. Okay. So here's the man. It says 3 people in Nye County, Nevada have been arrested and charged with the murder of 27-year-old man who cops say they tortured for hours and then they threw him off a cliff to his death. Roy Jaggers of Las Vegas was found dead on August 1st at the bottom of a cliff in Cathedral Canyon. A man was in the canyon when his body was dumped and disrupted their process, said that, and called 911 immediately. A representative for the Nye County Sheriff's Office said the area was an abandoned roadside attraction that was popular in the 1970s and 80s. Jaggers was visiting with his mother, and she was the last person that saw him. Said the last person that saw him was Heather Pate. That's the same as that lady that came to chat the other night, Pate.
Yes, yes.
Okay, 27. Just 36 hours after Jaggers' body was found, police arrested Pate, her boyfriend Kevin Dent, and their friend Brad Men, 37, after executing a search warrant on Pate's home in Las Vegas. Detectives say they found evidence connected to Jaggers' death. And it says, cops said Jagger was tortured with a blowtorch. Oh my gosh. Knives, a baton, and an axe. Cops also say he was stripped of his clothes and he was forced to walk off a cliff in Cathedral Canyon, according to a criminal complaint obtained by the Las Vegas Review-Journal. An autopsy says that Jagger's cause of death was multiple gunshot wounds. Detectives say the motive for killing is that Pate claims that Jaggers hurt her child, allegedly leading her and Dent to lure the victim to their apartment where cops say he was beaten. Cops say he was taken to Nye County where they met up with men, that's the guy's last name, Mehn, who allegedly tortured Jaggers for many hours. Oh my gosh. Cops allege that after Jaggers was tortured, he was forced to strip naked and was thrown off a cliff at Cathedral Canyon and then was later shot. They met men, Mehn, who led them, to an area in the desert where they tortured Jaggers over multiple hours using numerous different weapons, said the Nye County Sheriff David Berkowitz. After they finished torturing Jaggers, they drove him to Cathedral Canyon, approximately 25 miles away, where they threw him off a cliff into the gorge, where they subsequently shot at him numerous times, ultimately killing him. All 3 suspects are being held without bail on suspicion of murder, kidnapping, battery with substantial bodily harm, and conspiracy to commit murder. They are due in court Thursday morning for a preliminary hearing. No pleas have been entered thus far. The Nye County District Attorney's Office said, and let's see, a GoFundMe page has been set up for the family of the victim. Wow. That's horrible.
My goodness.
Disgusting.
So he was still alive after going off the cliff.
Yeah. And then, and tortured.
Must not have been a very big
That's
cliff.
horrible.
Yes.
Ugh.
That's horrible.
What a nightmare. That's awful.
I hope those people rot in prison for the rest of their lives.
I do too. I really do.
Yeah.
What happens when a squirrel don't like you stimulating it?
When he doesn't what?
There it is. Scooter, quit laughing.
What'd she say? What did she say?
What happens when a squirrel don't like you stimulating their junk?
Oh. Wow. Well, if she's going on her own, then you can stop. Now, Matthew Coleman, it says, You remember the father that killed his kids because he thought they were going to grow up to be monsters? It
Yes.
says that, let's see, he allegedly, he said, he said, I want at least 4 children in a June 30th text obtained in a phone that was registered to him. In the message exchange, the friends talk about faith, fatherhood, and the future. And he says, Abby is good, kids are good, business is good. Coleman told the friend, the best is yet to come. The friend's last communication with Matthew Coleman appeared to be just 2 friends catching up, giving no indication that in a month's time, Coleman would be connected to the alleged murder of his 2 young children. Coleman is accused of taking his 2 children, 10-month-old RC and 2-year-old Casey, from the California home he shared with his wife and mother of his children, Abby Coleman, to Rosarito, Mexico, and let's see here, and allegedly murdered the children by shooting a spearfishing gun into their chests. Investigators said Coleman told them that he drove the children to Mexico on August 7th. He told investigators he did not use a car seat and placed the youngest child, RC, in a box and departed without his wife, Abby. Investigators said Coleman then believed his children were going to grow into monsters, so he said he had to kill them. According to the affidavit on August 9th, during a Mirandized interview, investigators said that Coleman confessed to the murders of his children. In the affidavit, investigators said Coleman told them that he first killed RC using the spearfishing gun, piercing RC in the heart. Investigators said Coleman stated that Casey did not die right away, so he had to move the spear around, thereby cutting his hand in the process. Investigators said Coleman told them that after he killed the children, he moved their bodies approximately 30 yards and placed them in some brush, which later coincided with where their bodies were located by the Mexican authorities. Investigators said Coleman told them that he discarded the spearfishing gun and bloody clothing near a creek, threw the baby clothes into a blue trash bin off the side of the road, and somewhere in Tijuana, Mexico. Investigators said Coleman told them that he was enlightened by the QAnon Illuminati conspiracy theories and was receiving visions and signs revealing to him that his wife, Abby, had serpent DNA and may have been passing it on to her children. According to the affidavit, investigators said when Coleman identified the photographs of his children's bodies recovered by Mexican authorities, he marked each photograph with his initials. Investigators said that when the agents asked Coleman if he knew what he did was wrong, Coleman told them he knew what he did was wrong, but it was the only course of action that could save the world. When Coleman was being booked into custody, the Santa Ana jail on August 9th, the jailer asked Coleman why he had a Band-Aid on his hand. Investigators said Coleman told them it was from hurting his children. Coleman reportedly stabbed his daughter 12 times and his son 17 times.
Oh my God.
Let's see.
Oh.
But he said he wanted 2 more children. Yeah. His post-indictment arraignment is scheduled for September 9th. Wow. Psychiatrist is reportedly working to determine if he's fit to stand trial. Yeah, okay.
Ouch.
Crazy.
Hey, Carolyn, did you ever see that they found that pregnant girl?
The what?
The pregnant woman that her boyfriend died?
Oh, the one with twins? Oh, yeah, they found her alive.
Yeah.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, they did. They found her alive, and yeah, she was never pregnant.
Oh, the one that
Oh, I
faked it.
forgot about that.
Wait a second. Was she was missing?
The one that had twins. Remember when her boyfriend died? She went missing when she was 40 weeks pregnant.
Well, yeah, they found her.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Fake pregnant. Fake.
Yeah. They
Yes.
found her alive with no babies, and it was revealed that she had never been pregnant. She faked the whole thing.
My goodness.
Yeah.
You know what? I just put fake pregnant for twins. And
Yeah.
Look what just came up.
What is it? I can't tell.
You can buy a fake. Look at this. Here's a fake silicone-like belly.
Oh my God.
Look at this one.
Well, some people are
And look,
brilliant.
and they have the woman here. Look, they have that woman here.
Instead of buying a whole bodysuit, they just use a pillow.
I remember like on Roseanne when they had Jackie, and I was like, how did they get her with a fake belly? Because we didn't even know like half the stuff they could do. And
Yeah.
I don't think she was. Yeah, and they must have had something like this. Look at this.
Oh my gosh.
Gosh.
Why on earth would
Look
you
at that,
make
look at that.
something like that?
Look at that. Look how you squeeze that.
Ow. Ow.
Who's biting you?
Ouch. Let go.
Is he biting you?
No.
Are you being bitten?
No, his claws.
Oh.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh my gosh, this is crazy. Oh, well. Alrighty then.
You guys hold Rocky now? Like,
Jimmy.
you can take the squirrel out and just hold it?
Oh yeah, Jimmy can, yeah.
But not like you or the kids.
Well, when I'm out with Jimmy, he'll land on me and stuff and crawl over me, but he's bonded to Jimmy. If I wasn't that scared, like I'm just scared. Like I shouldn't be scared, but like when he'll come right over to me when I give him something.
I heard him cry. Listen.
Oh, look at that.
Aw.
Yes.
Is he hungry?
I just fed him. First time I heard him cry. Oh my goodness. You're loud.
How about to go to the bathroom?
Yeah, did he go?
Well,
Has
I've
he
been
gone at all?
yes, he goes.
Oh, okay, good.
She.
I always say the opposite.
I know.
Speaking of fake pregnancy,
Yeah.
um,
Scooter?
What
Yeah,
do
I
you
know.
think?
I think it's ridiculous that
I
she's
know.
wearing that. Okay.
That what?
She said, speaking of fake pregnancy, and I said, I know. Scooter, I think it's ridiculous she's wearing that. She's reborn pregnant. Okay, but back to what you were saying, Deb.
am I the only one that thinks that Meghan Markle never gave birth?
Really? You don't think she ever gave birth?
What?
Uh-oh. Conspiracy
I
time?
think she had a surrogate.
Really?
And how many pregnant women, every time they took a picture of her, she'd hold both hands over her stomach, one at the top and one holding at the bottom.
I didn't follow her much. Scooter likes the Royals.
Yeah, she would always hold her belly like that, but
Scooter, what the heck is that? What is that? What the hell? That doesn't even look like you. Is that you? That's not even. I've never even seen that oven or somewhere the hell you are.
yeah, that's my house. That's me.
What the hell?
I was just trying to find some funny pictures.
Oh gosh.
So Carolyn,
Yeah.
Rocky walk at night,
Does he what?
not squawk, but cry or
No,
make
no. He's running. Did you hear him? He's running like a lunatic in his wheel. Just runs all freaking night long. All night long. He's got this. His wheel sounds like a little bit of a drum, and he just runs and runs and runs and runs and runs. I don't know. And he didn't use that wheel for months, and I don't know how he's not like. It's just so crazy. If we ever took that wheel out, I don't know what he would do. He'd be like, "What the freak? What am I going to do all night now?" And he never used it for months. Now it's all he does is run and run and run. Your guinea pig is all cranked up too?
Oh,
Uh-oh, what?
he's missing the cage.
Uh-oh. He's peeing?
No, he's just like, when I have him out and I try to feed him, he's like all active. It's normally at nighttime.
What about when you put him down? Does he move around?
Yes. He makes all kinds of racket at night. That was the first time I ever heard him cry.
Oh.
Goodness.
Good night, Mimi.
Good night, Mimi. Hello,
Good night,
Pamela.
Mimi.
Good night, Amy.
Good night, my sweet Mimi. But somebody said call him Chance. Kind of like that name. I think it was Carol Boyce.
Pamela, what are you talking about? Whose little girl? Whose little girl, Pamela?
What? Whose little girl what?
I don't know. She just said, this just came across my feed. And it says, YouTuber films as CPS comes in to take her little girl. I have no particulars. What?
Well, they're all over.
Yes.
I thought it was a girl. It is a girl. I'm back, Billy Boy Blue. Where did you think I went? What do you mean I'm back?
An island was. Still haven't got to the cabana with you yet.
Cabana?
Yeah, that's what he wanted last time, was a cabana with you.
Billy Boy?
Yeah.
Cabana? Where are we going to get a cabana?
Yeah. Sure.
Cabana? So yeah, shortest spot north of Havana. At the Copa.
Yeah. See?
Copacabana.
Get him there.
It's good that we moved my walker out of the way. Oh, God.
Oh, Lord.
Oh my gosh.
Oh. Now you're going to have to make a video of that, Carolyn.
Yeah, I know.
It's given these people, like,
Hi, Billy Boy. Oh, the Copacabana. Yeah, it's Barry Manilow. Thank you, Billy Boy. Have you ever heard of the Copacabana? It's the hottest spot north of Havana. It wasn't so great for Lola. She was a showgirl. Lola, she was a showgirl. No buffering here, Mary Tackett, Mary Tackett.
Hi, Mary Tackett.
Hi, Mary Tackett, Mary Tackett.
So hello.
I don't know. Sailor Moon. What? Sailor Moon? What you talking about, Willis, Pamela? She was a show, yeah, with silver feathers in her hair and a dress cut down to there. Was she? She was. She was a showgirl. She did the cha-cha and the merengue or something like that, and she wanted to be a merengue. She wanted to be a star. No, she had to be a star. Oh gosh, Michael used to know that whole thing. He used to sing it.
Really?
Oh yeah, yeah. He sang it at my niece's wedding, and they gave him the tambourine. Then he wanted to sing it in kindergarten, and the principal said it was a little too risque because it says dress cut down to there. And he's like, does he even know what the words mean? And I'm like, yeah. Her name was Lola. She was a showgirl. Silver feathers in her hair, and dress cut down to there. She would merengue and do the cha-cha. And though she tried to be a star, Tony only tended bar. Yeah, Tony was tending bar across a crowded room. They worked from 8 till noon. Did they work from 8 till noon? No. They worked from 8 till... Oh gosh, I used to know this whole song. Her name was Lola. She was a showgirl.
Don't tell me the words.
Silver feathers in her hair and dress cut down to there. She would merengue and do the cha-cha. And when she tried to be a star, Tony always tended bar. Across the crowded room, they were from 8 till noon. They were young and they had each other. Who could ask for more? Right, at the Copa.
Scooter, you are not helping.
But I remember what happened because somebody gets shot, right?
What?
Yeah.
In the
And
Copa-Cabana?
yes, there was music and dancing was always a passion at the Copa. They fell in love. Copa, Cabana. And then his name was Rico. He wore a diamond, right? What did he do?
I can't remember.
His name was Rico. He saw Lola dancing there, and when she finished, he called her over, right? And then he did that whistle.
I never knew that song in full, really.
Seriously?
Well, I probably did, but
Called her over. And Tony flew across the bar, right? Let me see. Oh gosh, I used to know this by heart. I should call my son Michael. It's too late. See if he still knows all the words. Okay, her name was Lola. She was a showgirl. She had yellow feathers in her hair. She had a dress cut down to there. She would merengue and do the cha-cha. And while she tried to be a star, Tony, her boyfriend, always tended bar. Across the crowded floor, they worked from 8 till 4. They were young and they had each other. Who could ask for more? At the Cabana, it's the hottest spot north of Havana. At the Copa, the music and passion were always the fashion. At the Copa, they fell in love. And then his name was Rico. He wore a diamond. He was escorted to his chair. He saw Lola dancing there, and when she finished, he called her over. But Rico went a bit too far. Tony sailed across the bar, and then the punches flew, and chairs were smashed in too. There was blood and a single gunshot, but just who shot who? At the Cabana, the hottest spot north of Havana. Let's see, who died? Her name was Lola. She was a showgirl, but that was 30 years ago when they used to have a show. Now it gets depressing. Now it's a disco, but not for Lola. Still in the dress she used to wear. 30 years old, she's wearing the same dress. Faded feathers in her hair. She sits there so refined, and she drinks herself half blind. She lost her youth. She lost her Tony, and now she's lost her mind. So that was fast that she lost her mind, because she was probably like 20 years old. So by 50, she's lost her mind at the Cabana. And it says, don't fall in love. Don't fall in love.
Aww.
That's a sad song. And we don't know what happened to Rico. Did he die too? Did they both die? I don't know. Did Rico just walk away after he killed Tony? Or is he in jail because he killed Tony? We don't know. I think they made a movie out of that. That would make a movie. Chairs were smashed into. had no idea it was that depressing? You have another song? Which one that needs remembering? Which one? I wonder what song Billy Bob likes. We need a song part 2. You could really elaborate on that whole thing and really make a movie. Maybe we could have a Halloween special where we make cookies and wear costumes. Mary Tackett says, are you going to come on camera and wear a costume? I have costumes right here.
That'd be fun.
I'm not going to tell
That
you.
would.
Didn't you do that one?
Costume party. We could have an online costume party.
Yeah.
But how many people will really participate?
Would.
I know that Julie Grayson will.
I would. I'm all about chub time too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
I just gotta have extra bubbles.
All right. Let's see here. What song? That song meant that Lola died. No, Lola didn't die. She just lost her mind, drinking herself half blind. Did you hear if you get too much sleep or too little sleep, you might produce the chemical that could be what did they say about Alzheimer's? Luke got so freaked out. I swear he goes like this. What is that? I said, that's for older people. He goes, what is that saying? If you get too much sleep or too little sleep, it could lead to Alzheimer's. Then Ethan's like, oh my gosh, I could get Alzheimer's? I said, that's when you're older. So if you sleep 9 hours or more, it's just as bad as sleeping less than 6 hours. The sweet spot for sleep. The sweet spot for sleep is 6 to 7 hours. Not more. More does just as bad as less. And actually more makes you more depressed and stuff. The rain, the park, and other things. Rain, the park, I've never even heard that. Let's see. The rain, the park, and other things. Not like... Let's see, by the Cowsills. I saw her sitting in the rain, raindrops falling on
That just
her.
went through my head.
She
Yep.
didn't seem to care. She sat there and smiled at me. Then I knew. What year was this from? Do you know this, Scooter? Who knows this song? Maybe I would hear it.
remember that.
You do? Is it an old song?
Yes. Uh-huh.
Really? Maybe I would know it if I heard it. Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know just why. She simply caught my eye. She seemed so sweet and kind. She crept into my mind. I knew I had to say hello. She smiled up at me and she took my hand and we went through the park alone.
She makes it sound like a cry.
And I knew she had made me happy. So it's not...
Happy.
Oh, that's the one? That's the one? Oh,
Yeah.
I know that one. Happy,
I figured you
happy.
did.
She had made me very happy. Flowers in her hair, flowers everywhere. That one?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. I don't know just why. She simply caught my eye. I love the flower girl. She seemed so sweet and kind. She crept into my mind. Suddenly the sun broke through. I turned around and she was gone. Where did she go? Oh, this is sad. And all I had left was one little flower in my hand, but I knew she had made me happy. Okay, flowers in. So she went. Was it a reality? Was she reality or just a dream to me? Or was I on acid back in the 60s? And it, which is probably why. Was she reality or just a dream to me? I love that flower girl. Yeah, it's a psychedelic pop song. Probably because they were doing psychedelics. Okay.
Goodness, he's so cute.
Prune song. No matter how young a prune may be, he's always full of wrinkles. Baby prune is like his dad, only not wrinkled quite so bad. What? MacArthur Park, I used to feel so bad. I was like, why will she never have the recipe again? And who left the
Yeah, what
cake
was
out in
that
the rain?
about?
Yeah,
We talked about
I'm
that
gonna.
before. I
Yeah, I'm
remember.
gonna look about what is the real meaning of MacArthur Park. I always
Okay.
felt bad for the lady.
I'm gonna slide off of here. I gotta get some stuff ready before I go to bed, but I'll be listening.
Okay, Deb. Sorry, I'm always
Okay,
texting you.
guys later.
Sorry, I'm always texting you and thinking it's Scooter. You know how many times I call her? What happened to Deb? She's gone?
Oh, she hung up
No,
already.
she's here.
No,
Oh.
I'm here.
Do you know how many times I see missed call from Deb and I think it's Scooter? And I'm calling her. I'm like, what? What'd you call for? And then I start telling her stuff, and then I realize it's not Scooter. It's horrible.
Well, I called you today so you just so it would ring, so you'd look at my message and stuff.
Oh
So
my Lord.
I do that after
Having a
you
little
don't
snack.
look at the message.
Yeah. I don't know. It's crazy. And I do that all the time with you. And then I was talking to her like I go like this. Do you have confirmation on that, Scooter? Oh my God.
Okay, I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.
What?
Bye.
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 Bye. I don't know what she said. Did she get angry? I don't know. Okay, let's see
No,
here.
I don't think so.
Oh.
You
No.
like Carolyn, you like pickles and olives, right?
Yeah, that's a nice snack.
Right.
Are you having that snack now?
No, that's a picture Bonnie took. Remember?
Yeah. Let's see. So here's what MacArthur Park is meaning. Okay. There have been various explanations concerning the meaning of the classic tune MacArthur Park, but it's pretty obvious that, by and large, it's a love song. Hold on. Or more specifically, the singer has lost the woman he is very much in love with, but he isn't crying about it as much as accepting the reality of the situation. For instance, he knows that by all means he will have other girlfriends in the future. However, he is still convinced that the addressee is the love of his life, and as such, he will never forget her. So the girl is the cake? Is that what it is?
Is that what it is?
I guess. Thus, the cake out in the rain, which is famously referenced in this song, reads as if it's a metaphor for their relationship. Its having taken so long to bake apparently alludes to the time and energy he put into the building of the romance. But now that it has in fact disintegrated like a cake out in the rain, he knows he will never have the recipe again to bake another, and the latter statement comes off as a fancy way of saying that he doesn't anticipate ever falling in love again like he has with his lady, which is the conclusive sentiment being relayed in the entire tune. As for the title of the song, there is in fact MacArthur Park located in Los Angeles, but that location doesn't serve any specific function in the song itself besides its title and where the whole dilemma is apparently set. Or rather, it is where the actual addressee, a lady named Susie Horton, used to meet up with its writer Jimmy Webb, or simply put, the sentiments expressed in MacArthur Park is how Jimmy apparently felt upon learning that Susie was no longer interested in him. Okay, so now we know. It's a metaphor for a relationship. Did everyone know that?
No.
Okay, is there anyone else that's struggling with the meaning of a song? We can find it out for you tonight. Yeah, MacArthur Park. You know it, Billy Boy Blue. Someone left the cake out in the rain, and I'll never have that recipe again. I don't think that I can take it because it took so long to make it.
And I'll never have
Have
that recipe again.
And then Donna Summer made it into a disco version. MacArthur Park is melting, all the sweet green icing flowing down. You never heard that, Billy Boy Blue? Come on, you must have heard that. You had to have. Well, that mystery is solved at long last. Yes. Anybody else has what about killing? Anybody thinking about what Killing Me Softly is about? What else? What other song are you stuck on? You know it. Yeah, okay, Billy. I'm glad. Rocket Man? You don't know what Rocket Man means? Really? Hold on. Okay. Oh, that's a convoluted story. Hold on. Something else. The song's full title is Rocket Man. I think it's going to be a long, long time. And it was released as a single March 3rd, 1972. The song later appeared on Elton's fifth album, Honky Chateau, which arrived on the 19th of May. The single peaked at number 2 in the charts a couple of weeks later, being kept off the top spot by T-Rex's Metal Guru. Let's see here. A lot of people thought that the line in the song that says, "I'm going to be high as a kite by then," I never thought that. I thought he'd be in the air. I think it's about an astronaut is what I think it is. Meant that the track was riddled with evil drug references, but the actual meaning of the song was more literal, coming only 3 years after man first walked on the moon in July of 1969. I always thought it was about an astronaut. Let's see. Lyricist Bernie Taupin, who collaborated with Elton on all major hits, explained in 2016 people identify it, unfortunately, with David Bowie's Space Oddity. It actually wasn't inspired by that at all. It was actually inspired by a story by Ray Bradbury from his book of science fiction short stories entitled The Illustrated Man. In that book, there was a story called The Rocket Man, which was about how astronauts in the future would become sort of an everyday job. So I kind of took that idea and I ran with that. And then Elton said, listen to this one. Do you know? I never knew that. Oh my gosh, I can just see him saying that. The tale concerns a young boy, let's see, called Doug, whose father is an astronaut and is sent on frequent 3-month journeys into space. Despite missing his dad, Doug also longs to be a rocket man. The father finds that his work is running his life, but the draw of the stars is too great. You don't know what it is. Every time I'm out, I think, if I ever get back to Earth, I'll stay there. I'll never go out again, but I got out, and I guess I'll always go out. He commits to one last 3-month mission with tragic consequences. Ray Bradbury's tale, The Rocket Man, was collected in the book The Illustrated Man in 1951. The title comes from the linking section of the book in which images of a heavily tattooed man's body tell different stories. The Illustrated Man was turned into a film in 1969, but sadly The Rocket Man wasn't selected to be one of the tales told in the film. Okay. Let's see. So it's about an astronaut. I've always thought that. You thought it was something different? Okay, I'm glad we solved that for you. Is anybody else thinking about some song?
And I think it's gonna be.
Oh, Levant. They named him Leva. Was it Barry? Not sure why. Yeah, I like that song too. He was born on a Christmas day when the New York Times said God. Yeah. Elton John played his music at my husband's funeral. Elton John played his music at my husband's funeral. Elton John came to your husband's funeral, or you
What?
just... I don't know. I'm trying to read what Deborah Vancouverden said. Elton John played his music at my husband's funeral. He always liked Elton. Do you mean he came there and played at your husband's funeral? Or that you played Elton John's music at your husband's funeral? That's what I think, Danielle. So what happened? Tammy left, Deb left, Regina's here, Scooter's here. Oh my gosh, I was like, who's that lady?
Awesome.
Please help us get. What about Mr. Tambourine Man? Is that, wait, that's Melissa, isn't it?
Yep.
See?
Well, yeah, you should know. She's your aunt.
Yeah. I wish she went there, though. That would be so cool. She meant that she played his music at the funeral. Thank you. Philly boy, if you love Elton, of course you know Levon. They named him Levon. Okay, another song. Well, come on, I'm not going to think of it. I can't do all the work. What's the song that you don't know the meaning of? Mr. Tambourine Man? Okay. Many people who don't even know Bob Dylan will know at least one of his songs. Okay. Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. I'm not sleepy and there's no place I'm going to. Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. In the jingle jangle morning, I'll come following you. This is the opening to Mr. Tambourine Man. It's probably one of the most recognizable openings I've ever heard. What I believe is important is the use of the word morning, which inspires ideas of fresh starts, renewal, and new starts. Being a jingle jangle morning would imply it's a morning created by this Mr. Tambourine Man, as a tambourine man makes a jingle jangle sound. What's important, I see people read so much into this, this is like, you ever see people take a movie and they discuss it in Reddit, like these people are real, like my daughter and I talk about this all the time, like they extrapolate, like say it's that The Undoing with Nicole Kidman, right?
Yeah.
They will go, if you ever go to a Reddit like this, and they will discuss like the relationship with her father in the movie, and they will take it to the extreme that it was real. So they'll be like, yes, and then when she was younger, you could tell that their relationship was this, and you'll be like, guys, it's a freaking movie, okay? But some people get so into it, they actually believe those actors, grew up to, yeah, it's like crazy. Even my daughter said it. It's like nuts. I don't know if you guys have ever seen something like that. And these people in Reddit really talk about it like it really happened. It's crazy. And it really makes you think like, wow, most people think this deep into something like this? It's crazy. I don't even
I
think
haven't-
like when you
yeah,
write something,
it's
you're even
nuts.
thinking that deep about it. Okay. So now this is what's important we notice almost immediately is the fact that the tambourine is a child's instrument. Didn't everybody notice that right off the bat? Okay, it's not an instrument you would expect someone as an adult to play. My husband's a great tambourine player. He likes to shake that tambourine all the time. Okay, this will be important for examining the rest of the song, people. Pay attention. There's going to be a quiz later. Of further importance are the lines, I'm not sleepy and there's no place I'm going to, which imply that the singer is stuck in their position or situation despite the fact that they want to move forward or out of the situation. Now see, why couldn't you say, I'm not sleepy and there's no place I'm looking for? Because they're comfortable where they are and they want to stay there. Due to all this evidence, well, it's not really evidence, I believe that Mr. Tambourine Man is an analogy for youthfulness or a general longing for the past, which I will try to further prove. Though I know the evening's empire has returned into sand, vanished from my hand, let me blindly here to stand, but still not sleeping, my weariness amazes me. I branded on my feet, I have no one to meet, and the ancient empty streets too dead for dreaming. Despite how beautiful all these lyrics sound, the message behind them only contains sorrow and longing. This is all very depressing and misery. These first 5 lines.
Are you on Zoom with them?
Yeah.
Are you muted?
No.
No.
Are you going to talk about something? Are you going to talk about something juicy?
I thought you were watching a video.
No, I'm just
Oh.
looking through my scroll to put pictures up.
Oh.
Some of them they're not on here. I don't know why.
Sands holds connotations of time, right? Being used in phrases like sands of time and also in hourglasses. It implies the youthfulness has been lost to time. Finally, when the singer is left blinded, but not sleeping, he is saying that he is lost in his post-youthfulness world, which is why he is blind, as he cannot see which way he or his life are going now. The fact that he's not sleeping implies that he is definitely real, and it's not a dream, which could hint at the singer not being able to cope with this new reality, but it could also be shown his wakefulness and how he is still restless, wants to move on in life, and he doesn't want to be trapped in this lost and blinded feeling. The next half of the quotation, my weariness amazes me. I'm branded on my feet, and I have no one to meet, and the ancient empty streets too dead for dreaming. Attempt to highlight the singer's lost abilities and youthfulness. Very depressing, right? Good one. When the singer notices how he's aged, oh gosh, how weary he is, he finds it's hard to imagine. He's amazed by it. It shows how out of touch he is with his youthfulness. He's always tired. His reason for being tired could be anything. He could be old and near death. He could be weary mentally from everything he's had to endure. Regardless of how or why he's weary, he is weary nonetheless, and it shows. The singer himself is a lonely person. Somebody who has no friends. See what I mean? They read so much into this. Or even a boss or a coworker to meet. He has nobody. This could further imply he is an old man, someone who's outlived all of their friends and has nobody to look after them or help them. Alternatively, it could be a young man who's just left his home, his school, or his college, and he's noticing how alone he really is, as all of his friends of circumstance from school no longer want to be around him. Whichever way you paint it, having no friends is not a happy prospect. I would like somebody to counter this and make it a really happy song. Okay, finally, the empty streets too dead for dreaming are, I believe, an analogy for his mind, which is to say he's become so uninspired, so tired that he has no dreams or aspirations anymore. He is too tired to dream, to look beyond to the future. Alternatively, it could be taken literally and be about the singer's neighborhood, which is poverty-stricken and empty. Oh my gosh. Okay, and then take me on a trip upon your magic swirling ship. My senses have been stripped. My hands can't feel to grip. My toes too numb to step. Wait only for my boot heels to be wandering. I'm ready to go anywhere. I'm ready for to fade into my own parade. Cast your dancing spell my way. I promise to go under it. That part of the song is where the singer begins to change as a person. Though it starts out similarly in the beginning half of the song, those 3 lines, my senses have been stripped, my hands can't feel to grip, my toes too numb to step, reiterate the singer's lack of youthfulness in their life. Oh my gosh, he's confused and doesn't know anything. Hence his senses have been stripped. He can't hold on to anything. Oh my gosh. Hence his hands can't feel to grip. He can't, this sounds like Willy Wonka. He can't go anywhere, hence his toes are too dumb to step. However, the second half tells a different story. Wait only for my boot heels to be wandering. I'm ready to go anywhere. I'm ready for to fade into my own parade. Cast your dancing spell my way. I promise to go under it. Despite the fact he sounds pretty and magical, a brighter turn in the story, it can and I believe it should be read with a much darker context. This guy's probably very depressed that's doing this. What we see is the singer wants to fade into his own parade, which I understand is an analogy for his mind. He wants to lose himself in his memories and disappear entirely from the world he is living in. Great. Sorry for giving people depression now. With this all in mind, understanding Mr. Tambourine Man as a metaphor for youthfulness makes all the more sense. When he casts the singer under a spell, it means the singer is being absorbed into their own imagination and memories of youthfulness. Though you might hear laughing, spinning, swinging madly across the sun, it's not aimed at anyone. It's just escaping on the run. And but for the sky, there are no fences facing, and if you hear vague traces of skipping reels of rhyme to your tambourine in time, it's just a ragged clown behind. I wouldn't pay it any mind. It's just a shadow you're seeing that he's chasing. What this is mostly is a singer describing their dreams and thoughts of youthfulness. The laughing, spinning, and swinging under the sun are dreams of summer days when they were playing out under the sun, maybe on a swing or a roundabout, merry-go-round. The ragged clown behind that's chasing a shadow, I understand, is a metaphor for reality, which is trying to catch up to the singer. The clown is chasing a shadow, which could be symbolic of the truth of the current world and the singer is hiding from, or the realities of the past that he is ignoring. Can you imagine? I'd like to just ask Bob Dylan, I can imagine Bob Dylan be like, I was just on drugs, man. And I don't know, I just wrote the words. This guy's reading way too much into this. I guarantee you. Okay. Then take me disappearing through the smoke rings of my mind, down the foggy ruins of time, far past the frozen leaves, the haunted, frightened trees, out to the windy beach, far from the twisted reach of crazy sorrow, yes, to dance beneath the diamond sky with one hand waving free, silhouetted by the sea, circled by the circus sands, with all memory and fate driven deep beneath the waves. Let me forget about today until tomorrow. The final part of this song is showing of the singer's state of mind. I really want to ask Bob Dylan about this. It shows how he's only dreaming. He has disappeared through the smoke rings of his mind. When he gets taken through the foggy ruins of time, he's getting dragged through the unknown and obscures memories he has, memories that are decrepit and have not been used in a long time. For the singer, his reality is sung here. For past the frozen leaves, the haunted, frightened trees, out to the windy beach, far from the twisted reach of crazy sorrow, which shows an empty world that's filled with fear and terror, reflecting the state of mind that seems cold and unwelcoming. However, in his dreams he sings, yet to dance beneath the diamond sky, which, with one hand waving, free, silhouetted by the sea, circled by the circus sands, with all the memory and fate driven deep beneath the waves. Let me forget about tomorrow. Let me forget about today until tomorrow, which shows his imagination in all its beauty that keeps him living day to day in a cruel and unforgiving world. However, I'd find it important to note that he's circled by circus sand, which could show that he can't escape the truth. due to the link between a circus and a clown. In conclusion, Mr. Tambourine Man follows the thoughts of a man who wants nothing more than to be lost inside his youth, which has escaped him, and he can only enter through his imagination and memories, which he calls Mr. Tambourine Man. Okay. Sorry, man, I was just on drugs. I was writing that in the bar one night. I don't know. This lady next to me was just saying that rhymes. That sounds good. Okay. Oh my gosh. Can we do slam poetry next? Thank you, Billy Boy Blue. Slam poetry? What is that? What is slam poetry? That like a slam book? Let me see. It's a competition when poets perform spoken word poetry before a live audience and a panel of judges. Who's going to perform these works? Scooter and I, Billy Boy, or are you coming up to do one?
Billy Boy.
Slam poetry is a type of poetry competition where people read their poems without props, costumes, or music. After performing, they receive scores. So we write a poem and then we read it without props, music. Okay, so we just write a poem and then read it to you? And then we get judged? Slam poetry is a form, hold on a minute, of spoken word performance, and it's taking poetry culture by storm. Hold on a minute. I've got to make this bigger. I can't see this. Hold on. It's buzzy, and you hear words about it from poets and media alike. Still, there are questions. What is it exactly, and does it differ from other forms of poetry? Do slam poets publish books? Is it taught in school? Put simply, slam poetry is not concerned with academia or publishing. Slam poetry is stage-based, and it incorporates several key elements: spoken word, poetry, performance, audience participation, and competition. The competitive aspect of poetry slam event is key. Here's a great explanation. Slams are open and democratic in nature. Anyone who wishes to sign up for the competition can. The scores, which range from 0.0 to 10.0, are assigned by volunteer judges, typically 5 of them, selected from the audience. The highest and the lowest scores for a poem are dropped, and the 3 remaining scores are added together for a maximum total of 30 points. There is also a time limit of 3 minutes and 10 seconds per performance. Poets may and do go over the limit, but a time penalty is assessed and figured into their scores. Slam poetry, as we know it, originated in the 1980s, and it grew in popularity in the 1990s and 2000s. HBO even aired Russell Simmons' Deaf Poetry Jam from 2002 to 2007. It was a beloved show, and it put a lot of voices on the map. The origins of slam poetry are found largely in ancient oral traditions and also linked to, what else is this? Come on, I can't read all this here. What sets slam poets apart? Let's see. They depend on the page for its power. They evoke emotion and power of everyday language and delivery with their enthusiasm and voice versus more formal or academic poetry techniques. With a poem on a page might use lineation as a device, the slam poet may use breaks or silence as a device. In a piece published by Study Break, one writer says, the most satisfying element of spoken word poetry is being able to listen to the poet perform their piece on their own behalf, as they are often the face of the poem's protagonist. The poet creates a strong relationship between them and the poem, which makes the connection between the audience and the poem that much more gripping. Okay, so write your poem and come on.
Somebody write one. I can't come up with something that quick.
We'll have to get back to you on that, Billy Bob. We'll have to write poems. My favorite part of the interview is the Eminem part in the beginning. You'll play the bongos, LMW? So they just need attention then? Who? Danielle? Go ahead, I will just listen. Hi, Lorraine. Don't look it up. I was just joking. Oh, Billy Bob, come on. You kidding me?
Billy Bob.
Roses are red, violets are blue. Mine would be dirty limericks. Really sensible? I see that. Better rhyme, Billy. Who's that yelling?
Dave,
Oh.
yelling at Garnet to get out of the plants. This cat is possessed, I'll tell you.
What the heck is that? Is he playing tug of war in the water?
No, he was pulling us back to the cottage. This was last summer.
He was pulling you back?
Well, yeah, because we were getting stuck. It was
Oh.
real low.
Yeah.
Look at that.
What?
No, we weren't getting stuck. What was it? I forget.
What's so
yeah,
sad? Because of his arms?
Yes.
That's when Dave had two good arms.
Yeah. It's sad. Well, he'd still be able to do that, right, after his surgery. I mean, once he heals, right?
Yeah.
Because everything's lighter in the water.
Yeah.
Stop.
Oh my goodness. Garnet is so cute. You like naughty, Deborah?
Oh, wow. She just constantly is attacking and biting. And I know she's playing, but man.
Who's Alma M?
I don't know.
Alma M, who are you? Says,
They just came in, yeah.
They just came in and they said, oh, never mind. I had a question, but it's not important. Who are you, Alma M?
And go ahead and ask it, Alma.
Alma M. Alma M. Here I am, Julianne, late at night, and you are here with my plight. I can't sleep, but I don't weep, because I love you, and we're okay. It's okay, it's okay. How's that, Billy Boy Blue?
That's cute. Did you just make that up?
Mm-hmm. She did.
Oh, who?
Julianne.
That is cute. Billy boy, Billy boy.
He loves it. He loves it. Billy Boy Blue loves it, Julianne. Let me sit in my chair and listen. Julianne for the win. Hi, Annie B. Billy Boy Blue says, that was amazing. Did you have a couple of alcohols tonight, Billy Boy Blue? Sorry, my entry of Mr. Tambourine Man made you like the song less. I know, I did, and I'm always going to think of that now, Heart Made Wise.
Just can't.
Now, get out of here. Out of my bonsai
Just won't
trees.
stop. She climbing the curtains. Oh, it was. I wanted to get fresh air in here today. She's climbing up the screen door, the sliding
You're
door.
too drunk to rhyme. Couple of alcohols. That's what he said the other night. He said he had a couple of alcohols.
Nothing wrong with that.
Couple of alcohols. Did Alma Am ask her a question? Alma Am? Billy Boy Blue is the hype train for the slam poetry crowd. LOL. Julianne, in brightest day and blackest night, no evil shall escape my sight. Let those who worship evil's might beware my power, Green Lantern's light. That sounds like the movie Cocktail. Didn't they say, what did they say? Didn't they say poet? They used to scream something at Tom Cruise, right? And he would. Everybody remembers the movie Cocktail? And then he would just say something. Would they say poet, something? One night when I was younger, I had a couple of alcoholics with a nice Chianti. And you had them with a nice Chianti and some fava beans, right? Hey, right on time. You're driving home? Oh, would you like to enter a poem? Billy Boy Blue is wanting to do slam poetry. That's cheating, Billy, Danielle said. Green Lantern's one of your favorite rhymes. That's good, but didn't you have to make up your own rhyme, Billy Boy Blue? If you gave me time, Billy Boy Blue, I could come up with a good one. Anybody could make one up and come up tomorrow night and be judged. You don't want to be judged? Danielle says, yeah, you're going to make up a poem and come up, Danielle? You're getting in the car. You're about to drive now. Is that your slam poem? Getting in the car. I'm about to drive now. I don't know where I'm going.
Or how far.
Or far how I have to go. I know I have to drive, but the road is so lonely when there's only one. And I'm driving with one headlight. That's not too good. That's not too good. It should be, somebody should give a line, and then that's a better game. If someone gives a line, and then the next person has to add to it, and then the next person has to add to it, and you have to try to get the best poem. Like 4 or 5 people would be on each team. And one person would say something, and the next person just very quickly, and who would have the best finished poem after you went on around the 5 people. So 10 people total. Yes, well, that's what I'm saying, Billy Boy Blue. Wouldn't that be fun if 10 people came on and the first person says one line and the next person gives another one, and then you go down to the 5th person, and then the other team goes, and whoever has the best finished poem. But it has to be really fast. And you don't get any time. You like that? Billy Boy Blue says he likes that.
Nice.
Snow Remover says, love is like an onion. You taste it with delight, but often after you wonder whatever made you bite. That would be fun,
nice.
Billy
That's
Boy
kinda
Blue
neat.
says. Hi, Michelle.
Hi, Michelle. I can't see the chat.
You love that idea? That would be fun, wouldn't it, Julianne? We need 10 people to be on panel, though. 10 people have to be on panel because you have to have 2 teams of 5 each. And then you have to have judges in the audience.
Billy boy, Billy boy.
You call LMN's team. Are you going to come up on panel, Billy Boy? You've got to come up on panel. You need 10 people to play the poet game. But what was Tom Cruise's cocktail? What did they say to him? Let's do it, Sassy Dorsey? Well, you get your butt up here, Sassy Dorsey, because you're always wanting craft nights and everything and never see you come on anymore. See, so you would say like, it was midnight at the Oasis. Yeah, what is that? That song is really bad, right? Midnight at the Oasis?
It is?
Yes, it has bad sexual references.
I never
Right?
knew that.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
Really?
It's midnight at the Oasis. Yeah. Think about it. Come on, Scooter doesn't know this. Okay, hold on, I'll tell
I
you.
have never heard that had.
Yes.
Really?
Yes, I'll tell you. It's very bad. Very naughty song.
Doesn't even. Okay. Doesn't seem like it would be.
The song is a saucy, teasing. Hang on. Let's see. Where is it? The song gained fame and notoriety at the time for the singer's sultry and sensual singing voice, slightly erotic lyrics, conjuring up pictures of nights of lovemaking under the desert sky with the only light coming from the stars as the camels grazed at the nearby watering hole. Midnight at the Oasis makes strong use of a particularly pleasant instrumental bridge, and it's played on an acoustic string guitar. Okay, the song is a saucy, teasing offer of a dessert love affair in a fantasy setting that owes more to Rudolph Valentino's chic movies than to the Middle Eastern deserts. An oasis is an area of lush vegetation surrounded by desert, which have an almost mystical hold on our imagination, but those deserts, they have cactuses. They do not contain any camels, as they are on a different continent. Okay. But there was something, the Oasis, the Oasis, it was that was like a hotel in Florida. And I don't know why, I think they used to play that song there. Midnight at the Oasis, send your camel to bed. Shadows painting our faces, traces of romance in our heads. Heaven's holding a half moon, shining just for us. Let's slip off to a sand dune real soon and kick up a little dust.
Well, what's so bad about that?
Come on, Cactus is our friend. He'll point out the way. Come on till the evening ends, You don't have to answer. There's no need to speak. I'll be your belly dancer, prancer, and you can be my sheik. Okay? I know your daddy's a sultan, a nomad known to all, with 50 girls to attend him. They all send him and jump at his beck and call, but you won't need no harem, honey, when I am by your side, and you won't need no camel, no, when I take you for a ride. Okay, Scooter.
Oh, yeah, I never thought of it like that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's like Cracklin' Rosie by Neil Diamond. You know that one too, right?
No. Well, I know the
gosh.
song, but
Cracklin' Rosie?
Yeah, what about it?
Oh my goodness.
Really? I mean, that's...
Cracklin' Rosie? Who knows Cracklin' Rosie by Neil Diamond? Who knows what it's about?
I know the song, but...
Cracklin' Rosie? We've got all night to set the world right. think
You
it's
guys
about
are
a
funny.
woman. I think it's about store-bought woman. So she's a lady of the evening, I believe. Okay.
Really?
And he's got her for the whole night. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I can't see the chat, so I don't know if they're saying they understand what it is, but let's see.
Yeah, I can't either.
Okay, so Neil Diamond was such a huge deal. It has a hook that kind of makes you go, well, the song is upbeat. The lyrics seem a bit mysterious to some and are frequently misunderstood, like store-bought woman and poor man's lady. Seem to indicate the song is about a woman named Rosie, who is, for the least offensive way of putting it, an inexpensive lady of the evening. However, Crackling Rosie isn't a woman, it's a wine.
Oh, really?
Come on. Many sources indicate, however, this song is about red wine, with explanations such as it's about a man who buys a bottle of red wine and gets drunk after his woman breaks up with him. This is, as it turns out, not quite correct. Yeah, I don't think so. Neil Diamond wrote the song after hearing a story while visiting Canada. A medical missionary told him about a native Indian tribe in northern Canada where the man outnumbered the woman. This meant that many of the men didn't have a woman to spend time with come the weekend. The men who did not have a woman would buy bottles of cheap wine and get drunk off the wine, and it would be a substitute for female company. The wine they bought was called Cracklin' Rosie. Oh, come on, stop it. That is not what that buys. So store-bought woman and poor man's lady were allusions to cheap wine substituting for female companionship. Okay, that's not true. If you listen to the rest of the lyrics, it's not. He says, we're going to ride. Come on, he's not talking about a bottle of wine. This is somebody that doesn't know what they're talking about on this one. Let me ask the chat. I'll do a Lisa D. Is the chat getting bored with this? Am I boring the chat, or do you want to talk about this? Do you want to talk about Crackling Rosie? Carolyn, no more. You're ruining all these lovely songs. Sorry. I'm sorry. Hi. Aw, Julie. I'm so sorry, Julie. I don't know why they did that. I'm hurting for you on the anniversary of your son's death. And yeah, I'm sorry that you had to get all upset by Candace. Hugs.
Oh.
Cracklin' Rosie is a store-bought woman. Exactly, Billy Boy Blue. You don't know, Mommy? Of all the songs of the 60s and 70s are all about sex, alcohol, and drugs. Of course. And I told you the greatest misheard lyrics is that the girl with colitis goes by. That's what I thought it said. And I'm thinking like, ew, the girl, she must be rushing to the bathroom. The girl with colitis. The girl with colitis goes by. And I still hear it like that. The girl with colitis goes by. Not colitis go bys. Oh my God.
I forgot about that.
Oh, I can't stop that. Girl with colitis goes by.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Lisa, we were sweet and innocent. We would sing these songs and have no idea what the heck we were singing. Carolyn, it's jazz, right? Billy Boy Blue, please expand. What? Julianne? I don't buy woman at the store. She's a poor man's lady. It's not a bottle of wine. We've got all night to set this crazy world right. I've seen him perform it, and he's not talking about a bottle of wine. Have you ever seen Neil Diamond perform? Oh my gosh, he is, and I feel so bad that he has Parkinson's now. He was very, very.
Oh, he does?
Yeah. He was very sexual in his performances.
Was he?
Oh my gosh, have you ever seen him perform?
Not in person.
He would always say, like, gentlemen, if you came here with a lady When you take her back to wherever you're going tonight, I got her all warmed up for you. There's nothing you need to do.
Really?
Oh my gosh. He was like, yeah, he was like a crazy man. People were like throwing themselves at him.
Oh my gosh.
Now, poor guy. Parkinson's. At least it's not Alzheimer's, but
True.
still, it can make you have a lot of weird stuff going on. Carolyn, I saw a video that I took of a squirrel outside my apartment. I was behind in chat. I thought Tammy would like to see it. Okay. Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds was the first song I learned to play on the piano. I taught myself. It was really easy. Yeah, and Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds is all about LSD.
That one kind of makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, and what about Elton John Sugar Bear? You know what that's about?
What? I don't even know that song.
You don't know Elton John Sugar Bear? Who knows what Elton John Sugar Bear is about? Which actually makes no sense now but do you know what Sugar Bear is about by Elton John?
I don't even know the song, I don't think.
Yeah, you do. Of course you do. For the last time, it is not all time. Alma M. What are you? I didn't call it all timers. Alma M, darling. Alma M. I think you are a troll, darling, aren't you? Sent here from the scoopers. Let's see. You think it's nobody called it all timers. Let's see. Billy Boy Blue. Hi. Changed my mind. Cracklin' Rosie is about a woman. It is. Cracklin' Rosie is about a woman. Thank you, Billy. You almost had your hooks in me, didn't you, dear? You almost had me roped and tied. Right. It's about that he almost married this woman that was going to ruin his life, is what he said. And she was going to take him to the cleaners and blah, 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 blah. But he was gay. So I think he probably wouldn't have been the best pairing for her either, and probably wouldn't have made her life very easy. But he said Sugar Bear was his best friend, and Sugar Bear saved his life tonight before she had her hooks in him.
Oh, okay.
Alma, see you later, darling. Go back to your tupers. See you later. It's time to scoop the poop. Bye. See you laters. No, yeah, just Danielle, just get rid of her. She's got to go back and scoop some poop. See you later. I thought what had him roped and tied. She was going to marry him. Great love ballad singer Meatloaf. Yeah. Still could be about alcoholism. Cracklin' Rosie? Seriously? Cracklin' Rosie, get off. We're gonna ride like there ain't no more to ride. We've got all night. Come on, you don't ride a freaking bottle of wine. Oh, it's true. Unless something's wrong with you. Give Alma my number, 555. Eat it. That's not our Alma. That's a troll Alma. It's a faker Alma. Let's see. Which is the other song that people always get wrong? What's your biggest misheard lyric? My sister used to think that, I think it was Rick James said, "You sexy thing, take your bra off, you sexy thing." That's what she used to think. She used to think it said that. Take your bra off, you sexy thing. And I used to think, Caroline, which is the one that maybe, yeah, it sounds like he says my name in that song too. If you listen to when he's saying "touch me," and it says he is Carolyn, he says it. I used to always say that he was saying my name in that song. Listen to it next time. You could ride a wine buzz all night. Okay, Billy. Peggy? Isn't Peggy... Peggy, aren't you from the Scoopers? Isn't Peggy from there?
Is it her name just Peggy or what?
Because we have a Peggy K.
Right.
And there's it. Is it Peggy or is it Patty? Over there. There's one over there that's not nice. She's a Peggy or a Patty. We have her on the list.
There's one over there not nice? That's shocking.
Well, we'll see. Peggy will show it. She is. She's not. She won't. Take your bra. I forget what he really says there. My sister used to swear that it said take your bra off. Sexy thing. You never had any misheard lyrics? It's about me, Daniel. The euphemism's just saying, okay, I understand you. It could, if you think it's about a bottle of wine, it could be. Oh, Peggy from Holland? Yeah. We got you pretty fast there, Peggy, huh? We got Peggy fast. She's amazed. Like, damn, how'd they find me out so fast? Hold me closer, Tony Danza. Did you like Tony Danza? Your husband liked Tiny Dancer. He sings "Hold Me Closer, Tony Danza." Okay, a bunch of you. Come on. Fruit of the vine. When we gonna get sober?
I was just thinking of that song.
Really? I've never even heard that.
You haven't?
I don't think so. Hum a few bars.
Bottle of wine, fruit on the vine. When you gonna let me get sober? Leave me alone. Let me go home. Let me go home and start over.
Yeah,
Something like
maybe.
that.
I don't know, maybe. You love that version, I think you mean to say. Betty Davis thighs? You really thought that it's pink? Hi, it's Bank.
I just choked on a root beer that came out of my nose.
Oh my goodness.
It's the first time it's happened to me.
Lilac wine? No, I've never had lilac wine.
Oh boy. What was that?
I am
Oh, is
under
that
my
a
heating
Lula?
blanket. Are you really, Lisa H? It is cold and windy? I don't know. I don't want to open the door. They said it's going to be cold tomorrow. I wanted to go swimming and they said it's going to be cold and I'm freaking out. I hate it. Don't talk to me about it.
Oh, really?
Your brother had a band. I was 5. I got my banjo playing sister to teach me the keys. Every good boy does fine and sharps, and they let me bang the piano while they played their music. We were in the basement.
Parents to be.
Who the hell just said Betty Davis thighs? It's Bink. Said Betty Davis thighs.
Or the nuthead.
She's laying around in here somewhere.
Oh, shit.
What about, let's play that game last night. Are they alive? Peter Frampton, is he alive?
Yes,
Well, where the
alive.
freak is Peter Frampton? How old
Oh,
is he?
wait. No.
Peter Frampton's
He's not-
dead?
Drake.
I think he just died. But I
No.
could be wrong.
Really?
I don't know.
Gosh. Let me check it out. I just remember Peter Frampton young.
I know.
I remember Barry Manilow was on a thing and he was like, "Oh, you guys probably like Peter Frampton," or they said, Peter Frampton. Okay, he was born in 1950.
Oh, was he?
He's alive. It looks like.
Is he?
Hey, yay! He's alive. Who won that game? Which one voted he was alive or he was dead? You've got to guess it. He's alive or he's dead. That's our new game now. Okay, he looks like he's alive. Let's see. Born April 22nd, 1950. They don't have a date of death, so it looks like Peter's alive. Okay, let's see what he's doing. What is he doing now? Frampton suffered a near-fatal car accident in the Bahamas in 1978 that marked the end of his prolific period and the beginning of a long fallow period where he was less than successful than previously. Really, 1978. He returned to the studio in 79 to record the album Where I Should Be. Among those contributing to the album were past band members Stanley Sheldon, Bob Mayo, and John Siamos. In 1980, his album Rise Up was released to promote his tour in Brazil. That's where Alicia lives. Although he suffered another serious setback that year when all of his guitars were thought destroyed in a cargo plane crash that killed 4 people. Among the instruments he lost were a black Les Paul Custom, which he had named Phoenix, given to him by Mark Mariana and first used on the night he was recording the Humble Pie live in performance, and when he had used it all through his early solo career. The guitar was recovered and returned to him in December of 2011. Wow.
Wow.
So what's going on? He returned, let's see, and throughout the 1980s. Where is he now? Where are you now? In 1995, Frampton released Frampton Comes Alive 2. 1995. In 2003, he released the album Now. Okay, September 12, 2006, Frampton released an instrumental work titled Fingerprints. Let's see. Okay, February 22nd, 2019, Frampton announced that he will be retiring from touring with his Peter Frampton finale, the farewell tour, commencing June 18th, 2019 in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Let's see. He received oh, well, gosh, what did he have to receive? All these guys are getting diagnoses. Let's see. That he has inclusion, body, myositis, IBM, a progressive muscle disorder characterized by muscle inflammation, weakness, and atrophy. $1 of every ticket sold is donated to benefit Frampton's newly established myositis research fund at Johns Hopkins, where he's being treated.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, so that's it there. So that's not nice. I don't know about his personal life. Did he ever get married? Marriages. Frampton has been married 3 times and has 3 children. His first marriage to Mary Lovett, 72 to 76. He was sued by Penelope J. Penny McCall in 1978 for palimony. McCall asked for half of Frampton's earnings during the 5 years that they were together. According to McCall, she left her husband and gave up her job as a rock promoter and devoted herself full-time to Frampton, just as he achieved superstar status. A New York judge ruled that Frampton and McCall never intended to marry each other and never held themselves out to the public as husband and wife, and he dismissed her complaint on the grounds that to act otherwise would condone adultery. The case set a precedent in New York. From 1983 to 1993, 10 years, he was married to Barbara Gold, with whom he had 2 children, Jade and Julian. The latter co-wrote and sang on Frampton's song Road to the Sun from Thank You, Mr. Churchill. His third marriage was on the 13th of January, 1996, to Tina Elfers, whom he had a daughter, actress Mia Frampton, and a stepdaughter named Tiffany West. Frampton filed for divorce from Elfers in Los Angeles in 2011, citing irreconcilable differences. So he's alone. He's sick. He might be singing Mr. Tambourine Man. That's sad.
Aw.
That's sad. That's really sad.
That is.
Peter Frampton. But I'm not thinking of Peter Frampton. Who am I thinking of? Dark Side of the Moon. Pink Floyd. What happened to them?
I don't know.
It's depressing. This is a very depressing game. Pink Floyd. Let's see. Let's see where they are now. $1983. 2000. Oh gosh, listen to this. This sounds like a lovely 2005 to the present. Reunion, deaths, and the endless river. Oh my goodness. On July 2nd, 2005, Waters, Gilmore, Mason, and Wright performed together as Pink Floyd for the first time in more than 24 years at the Live 8 concert in Hyde Park, London. The reunion was arranged by Live 8 organizer Bob Geldof. After Gilmore declined the offer, Geldof asked Mason, who contacted Waters. About 2 weeks later, Waters called Gilmore their first conversation in 2 years, and the next day Gilmore agreed. In a statement to the press, the band stressed the unimportance of their problems in the context of the Live 8 event. Okay, so the deaths of Barrett and Wright. Barrett died July 7, 2006 at his home at the age of 60. His funeral was held at Cambridge Crematorium on July 18th. Wow, so he died young. On 10th of May, 2007, Waters, Gilmore, Wright, and Mason performed at the Barrett tribute. Let's see. Wright just died of an undisclosed form of cancer in 2008 at the age of 65. Okay, well, so two of them are gone. And how old are they now? I wonder, so if that's 2006, they've got to be 75, almost 80 years old, probably.
Wow.
What about Gilbert O'Sullivan, Alone Again Naturally? Is he still alive? Who thinks
I doubt not.
Gilbert Sullivan is alive or not? I always call him Gilbert O'Sullivan. I never forget Mr. Brady said, you should listen to Gilbert O'Sullivan, something like that. I said, oh, he listens to that, but it was that other one. This is Gilbert Sullivan. Alone Again Naturally. That's a really uplifting song. That's a very uplifting song.
Yeah.
That's good to have at a wedding.
Right?
Yeah, that's good for your first dance. Okay, so. Is he alive? And you know his, did you ever hear his one, Claire? About his niece?
I think so.
Yeah. Okay, is he alive? Okay, he looks like Christopher Walken in that picture they have of him.
Really?
You know his name is Raymond Edward Gilbert O'Sullivan. So it is Gilbert. Yeah, that's what Mr. Brady said. He would say, listen to Gilbert and Sullivan, and I thought he was listening to Gilbert O'Sullivan. He's an Irish singer-songwriter who achieved his most significant success early on in the 1970s with hits like Alone Again Naturally, Claire, and Get Down. Let's see. His early life. Let's see what's later career. In 1980, after a 5-year hiatus, he returned to his old record label, CBS. Let's see. On 24th of August 2018, O'Sullivan released his 19th studio album, Gilbert O'Sullivan. The album entered the UK chart at number 20. Personal life, O'Sullivan avoided dating at the peak of his career. He feared that doing so would inhibit his songwriting abilities. In January 1980, O'Sullivan married his Norwegian girlfriend. Later that year, the first of their 2 daughters, Helen Marie, was born. Tara was born 2 years later. He currently lives in Jersey. So he's still alive.
Wow.
But hi, Carol Plant.
Hi, Carol Plant.
Anybody else? He's not dead. Bob Dylan is still alive. I saw him in concert. It wasn't so great. Saw him at the Shea Stadium.
Really?
With Bruce
He wasn't so great?
With Bruce Springsteen. And you know we left early?
Really?
Yeah, it was freezing. Number one, it was freezing. We were in Shea Stadium. And Bruce Springsteen, I'm sorry, that was like really bad. I'm sorry to say, it was a really bad concert.
Wow.
And then he even brought Bob Dylan up, and it was a terrible, terrible concert. There was hardly anybody there. People were leaving early. It was really bad.
Wow.
Yeah, it was like in October, but it was freezing. And Bruce Springsteen wasn't singing any old songs. He was singing only this new crap, and it was not good.
Oh my goodness.
But Paul McCartney, boy, can he put on a show.
Yeah, I know you said that before. I bet he can.
Yeah, he was the best concert of our lives.
Wow.
Oh, it was horrible, Dina. I like him too, but it was it was horrible. It was absolutely horrible. I'm trying to remember what year it was. It was way before Ethan was born. It was horrible. People love things that bore you. Keith Richards lives forever. Well, didn't their drummer just die? At 80? It's the mortality status game, yeah. Worst concert you went to was U2? What's the worst concert everybody went to? The worst one ever. Lift Us Up Where We Belong. It was featured on An Officer and a Gentleman. Yeah, way to go, Paula. Get jets. Okay. Was it before Dancing in the Dark? No, it was after Dancing in the Dark. Your best concert, Alan Vinegar? Alan Vinegar. What the hell? Come on. You can do better than that, trolleys. Best concert was U2. You can do better than that. You just arrived at work to start your day, Carol? Worst was Roger Waters without Pink Floyd. You missed Billy Boy Blues joke. Heart Made Wise. Well, Heart Made Wise missed it. I'm going to have to ask for Lisa H. to be removed from the moderators in the channel. Why, Michelle? What did she do? Heart may Ryan. Care plant. Is Dave all ready for his surgery?
Yeah.
Is he excited about it?
No.
No.
Uh-uh.
Bigfoot said his best concert was the Eurythmics. Really? Hall & Oates gave good concerts. Best concert backstage with the Stones, it's Bink said.
Oh, okay.
The Dixie Chicks in Vegas. Ha ha ha. They had a free concert at the Fremont Street Experience. Hello, Josefa Devos.
Hello.
Your grandmother took my sister and me to see Sonny and Cher, I think, 1971. Best concert ever. Your worst was Leo Sayer. Leo Sayer. Is he still alive, Leo Sayer? Never mind. I'm talking about Jay Giles. Oh, Jay Giles band? You liked them or you didn't like them? She's a centerfold. I actually thought that guy had morals when I was watching that MTV video.
Really?
Because he was really worried about that girl that went into the centerfold.
Oh.
Right? He seemed like, you shouldn't be doing that crap. You're better than that, right?
Uh-huh.
I don't know. That kind of made me like feel that he cared about her. I'll take you to a hotel room, take him off in private. Okay. 3 concerts were Tori Amos. I got to be in a private concert with her, front row, with 9 other peeps. I love Tori. He's still alive, Leo Sayer. I love you more than I can say. That's Leo Sayer, isn't it? I love you twice as much tomorrow.
I think so, yeah. I think it is.
Do you remember that song in the 70s, If You Want Me to Get Closer to You, Get Closer to Me? Who sang that?
Yes,
I remember
yes.
being a little kid and thinking that is
Yes.
the most stupid song I
Yeah.
have ever heard. If you want me to get
Darling.
closer to you, get closer to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, who did sing
Darling,
that?
if you want me to be. Yeah. But that brings me right back to the summers we spent up here when I was a kid. That can just bring me
Really?
right. Yeah, songs like that can bring me right back somewhere.
Now,
There's so
when-
many songs
up in
that
the-
equate with the summer. What?
Did you ever think when you were a kid that you would end up living, building a house and everything there?
I don't even know. I probably not. Shower the people you love with love. That always brings me right up here. Brings me right up on a road that driving up to go up here. What about, he's still alive. What's his name? James Taylor, right? He's still alive.
Yeah. Yeah. Pretty sure.
James Taylor. Doo-wop shop. What? Doo-wop. Come on. When I need love, I hold out my hand and I touch love. Oh my gosh, yes. That was Hanson. Oh my gosh, Hanson. What about Mimi Ripperton?
I'll be right back. Gotta use the bathroom.
All right. What about, do you guys remember Mimi Ripperton? What? I think, didn't that, whatchamacallit, what is that, Minnie Driver, didn't she star in a movie about her? Seals and Croft sang the song you were talking about. Which one? No. James Taylor did. Shower the people you love with love. Shower the people. That's not Seals and Croft. That's James Taylor. She passed away. Who? Who passed away? Minnie Ripperton? I went to a race in Colorado Springs. After the race, Learn Rhyme Games was playing after Leon Rhymes was playing after the concert before she came on stage. Collapsed. What? This is not tonight, is it? High 61. Did Tommy, James, and the Shondells, did they die? I don't know. Lord, it's the devil. Will you look at him? Charlie Daniels, is he dead? What did she just say to me? Shondells? Did she say somebody in the Shondells? Tommy James and the Shondells. There's 3 surviving members of the original Shondells. Sorry. Remember that guy that sang that crazy song, to Tighten Up? Oh my gosh. What about Lou Rawls? He's gone, right? What about who's like Lou Rawls? Was he the one you'll never find? But then there's the other guy. What's the other guy that has a voice kind of like that? You know who I'm talking about? Not Lou Rawls. Green. I think he's Green in his name. Joe Green? It's not Joe Green, Mean Joe Green. No, that's the, what's his name? My first, my last, my everything.
Al.
Al Green. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, going to the bathroom this time.
Okay. Take us with you. All right. Billy Boy Blues, Bon Jovi. Tracker was pulling her stage to set up and it fell over and the equipment fell into the mud. So that was your worst concert ever? He died this morning. Who died this morning? Who did? What's that flower you have on, Delta Dawn? Could it be a faded rose from years gone by? And didn't I hear you say you were coming by later today to take me to that castle in the sky? Darling, if you want me to be closer to... Yeah, oh, I couldn't stand that. Al Green. Who said he died today? Al Green died today? Lou Rawls died today. Get out of here. Get out of here. Nancy. Lou Rawls died January 6th, 2006. January 6th, 2006. Nice one, Nancy. Now, no one will ever believe you again, Nancy. Never. You'll never be believed. Sade, however you spell her name. Oh, what was that? Chaka Khan. Remember Chaka Khan? And then what was the one? Was Chaka Khan, who was the one, if you have to ask, you can't afford it, lingerie? Was that Chaka Khan too? It seemed like yesterday. Sad eyes, turn the other way. Oh yeah, what about I Still Go Crazy? That guy. Was that Paul Davis? Or oh, what about Mac Davis? Baby, baby, don't get hooked on me. Because I'll just leave you, then I'll set you free. Thank you, Billy Boy Blue. Hey, Mommy, I want to lay your entire chat down in a bed of roses for tonight. I sleep on a bed of nails. Okay. Dusty Hill from ZZ Top died in July. Sheila E. Okay. Sheila E. was the one that said, if you have to ask, you can't afford it, lingerie. What about Billy Ocean? What happened to Billy Ocean? Remember, people used to say, they used to argue about whether it was Caribbean Queen or Caribbean. What did they say? It's Caribbean Queen or Caribbean Queen. They used to argue whether it was Caribbean Queen or Caribbean Queen or something. She touched by me in her painted on jeans. People argue about the stupidest things. Rolling Stones, Las Vegas, 2009. That was a fun experience. Even without Danzig, I'd still be tempted to go see them. 61. I love his song, Suddenly. Who, Billy Ocean? Want to be... Yeah. Oh, wait, speaking of Loverboy, what about Loverboy? What happened to them? Everybody's working for the weekend. Everybody's working for the weekend, and then they had... what other one did they have? What about John Mellencamp? He's alive, right? He's probably what? Scared to even look at that one. It's Brazil. Who said Danzig? I don't know. Sheila E., a Prince protege. Sheila, Chaka Khan, and then Janice Joplin. She's word up, 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 up is the code word. No matter how you say it, you know that you'll be heard. I am not over Prince dying yet. No John Mellencamp. Yuck. Really? What did I just call him? I didn't call him John Mellencamp. What did I just call him? What did I just call him? Wait a minute. I didn't just call him John Mellencamp. What did I just call him? Now I'm freaking out. What did I just call him? John Cougar. But I don't think I just called him John Cougar either. I just called him John? No. Why are... John Cougar, Mellencamp... John... I say... I don't know why I have a dream that he was over here. I listened to John Cougar Mellencamp on my way home from my daughter. It was just like I remembered, so good. What about Foreigner? Remember Foreigner? And what about Survivor, right? Wasn't it the ones that made the Eye of the Tiger? The time I saw the Misfits, the lead singer was Michael Graves. Hi, Joyce Miller. John, born in 1951, from my state, still alive. Okay, good. I'm glad he's still alive. Oh my goodness. Cher is still alive. How the freak old is Cher? She must be like 90, right? If Eminem is like 55, she's got to be like 90. Okay. Don't even bring up Foreigner. You have bad memories of Foreigner. Hot child in the city. Yeah. Back of my neck getting dirt and gritty. Something isn't it a pity? Yeah, that I remember that. I remember the stairs at the lake house for that. Do you ever have songs that take you right back to a certain place, even if it's like when you were a kid somewhere, but you remember it exactly at the place you were at? Going at the place we're at.
All the time.
Oh, really? Like right back to a certain place, like that
Yeah.
hot child summer in the city brings me right to those stairs at the lake house. Right there.
Really?
I mean, that's where it brings me. Right freaking there. Yeah. Yes. To an actual
Oh my
location.
goodness.
Everybody's
Right
working
there.
for the weekend, brings me right to my bedroom in New Jersey. Yeah, it brings me right to a place. Billy Idol, yeah, White Wedding. Dancing in the Dark. No, he didn't do Dancing in the Dark. He did Dancing by Myself. Bruce Springsteen did Dancing in the Dark. Cher is born in 1946. Can't believe that. Cher should be like 90. I can't believe Cher is only... I think she's lying about her age. Yeah, that's another song that people argue about. Tie a yellow ribbon around the old oak tree. First of all, is Tony Orlando dead or alive? What about Dawn? And you were in your backyard by the swimming pool? Yeah. And then what about Billy Don't Be a Hero? I was in my living room. Billy Don't Be a Hero. And Tie a Yellow Ribbon, people said he was getting home from prison or he was getting home from war. I used to argue about that incessantly. Cher is 90. I mean... Tie a yellow ribbon. She's 12 years older than you. Okay. Your brain is fried, Nancy? Knock 3 times on the ceiling if you want me, twice on the pipe if the answer is no. Right, and then there was My Sweet Gypsy Rose. I used to love that one. That brings me right back to first grade. Spinning Wheel brings you back to the ocean in Maryland when you were 7. You mean What Goes Up Must Come Down, Spinning Wheel? I still love that round and round. Yeah. Bet your painted ponies let the spinning wheel ride. Bay City Rollers, yeah. S-A-T-U-R. Right. Smells bring... Yes, smells do. Cher 75. Okay, it seems like Cher's been stuck at that 75 mark. She was way younger than Sonny. What about Chaz? I don't hear anything about Chaz anymore. Ride a painted pony. I don't have favorites. Like, it's like, I like so many songs, and it's all different. Slim Shady, I remember exactly where I was, how I felt. He was too young for me, though.
Sorry, I'm having trouble connecting to the internet. It looks like an issue with the router and Echo device.
Okay, Alexa, cool it, okay?
Unplug both of them, then plug the
Yeah,
router
okay, don't give me orders, Alexa.
Wait 30 seconds. Once the router is back on and connected to the internet, plug in the Echo device.
Alexa, I don't need any help from you, thank you.
Sorry, I'm having trouble connecting to the internet.
Oh, gosh.
It looks like an issue with the router and Echo device, so try restarting them.
You were forced to watch Sonny and Cher?
Plug the router back in. Wait 30 seconds. Once the router is back on and
Reminiscing.
connected to the internet, plug in the Echo device.
David Cassidy is dead. Men at Work, yeah, a Vegemite sandwich. And then Duran Duran, if this is the Men at Work era, Hungry Like the Wolf. Right? Hungry like the wolf. Hungry like the wolf. I know, sometimes I was screaming at Siri the other day because she doesn't listen to anything that you tell her. She couldn't dial a number for me in the car. It was driving me insane. Alexa's much more helpful than Siri. Much more helpful. Siri is moody. Siri has an attitude. Siri only works when it wants to, and I would never feel confident that she would ever save my life. Or he. Hypnotized by Fleetwood Mac is a damn good song. Hungry like that. You know which song I couldn't stand? And it would always come on MTV. She blinded me with science. She blinded me with science. Hated that song. Your mom was friends with Fleetwood. How do I really feel? Siri, she does. She's just... I was talking with somebody tonight. They said she was horrible, Siri. Yeah. And I remember when she first got a little nasty, and I wrote on Facebook, like back, I don't know how long, I'm like, I don't know whether something's wrong with my Siri or something, but she's answering me back really rude. Bonnie said what? Who's Bonnie said? What happened to Scooter? Sylvia's mother said, yeah. Sylvia's hurrying. She's hurrying to catch the train. And the operator said 40 cents more for the next 3 minutes. Please, Mrs. Abraham. What was her Adrian? What was her name? Please, Mrs. Avery, just gotta talk to her. Remember the song, Daddy, Don't You Walk So Fast? That was a sad song, wasn't it? Daddy, don't you walk so fast. He was leaving. Oh my gosh, that was a horrible song. Remember that? Who remembers that? Daddy, don't you walk so fast. That's a horrible song. Thomas Dolby was the one who sang She Blinded Me with Science. I couldn't stand that. Our little house No, it's not Our Little House. I think you're thinking of Our Little Town. It's oh gosh, it's not Our Little House, is it? It's Our House. Our House. Is that the one I'm talking about? Is a very, very, very fine house with 2 cats in the yard. Sad song, yeah. Daddy, don't you? I always picture that, the little girl following him down there. Shannon, yeah, that's about a dog. Do you know that? Shannon is gone, I know she's drifted out to sea. Yeah, horrible. Or what's the one with the horse? Fire. About the horse. What the heck is it? Something firefly. Yeah, that's a depressing song. Our little and when it rains, there's a rainbow, but all of the colors are black. It's not that the colors aren't there; it's just imagination. Horrible. Remember that? Who is the one that sang 50 Ways to... That was Paul Simon, right? 50 Ways to Leave Your Lover. Just get out the back, Jack. Make a new plan, Stan. You don't have to be coy, Roy. Just listen to me. Hop on the bus, Gus. Don't need to discuss much. Just drop off the key, Lee. Set yourself free. Horse with no name. Yeah, that wasn't the one. It's and she'll be riding Wildfire. Wildfire. Yeah. That's a sad song. She's blown it all sky high without a reason why. Yeah, I'm clearly looking for my wife in this chat. Are you, Billy? Come on. Really? Billy's looking for a wife in this chat, just to all the single ladies, You took your mother to see Daniel O'Donnell in Windsor. It was a boring concert, but my mom loved it. Nuns were rocking in it in the front row. Daniel O'Donnell. I don't know who that is. One Tin Soldier. Yeah, I like that. One Tin Soldier. Mount your horses, draw your swords, and they killed the mountain people. So they won their just reward. Peace on earth was all it said. Go ahead and Go ahead and cheat a friend. Do it in the name of... Just solely based on music taste alone. Just solely based on music taste alone. Okay. You have about 500 albums from the 1970s and 80s, Billy Boy. Nancy McDonald's looking to be a contender.
Been trying to kill a couple flies in the picture room.
Oh, okay. Drop off the key, Lee, and set yourself free.
He's bigger than that.
Really again. What are your plans for tomorrow, Scooter? Scooter, what are your plans for tomorrow? She won't answer me. So rude.
Okay, sorry. What are my plans? I don't know.
You don't have big plans?
I don't know.
Is it going to rain? Is it going to rain tomorrow?
Oh, no. No, but it will be, it's a mostly cloudy and
Cold.
79, I think.
Oh, really? I think they said it's going to be cold. I'm going to check my weather. I heard the guide, but when it came on here, and it didn't sound good. Let me see.
Yeah, we've had really nice days. It was beautiful today. Oh, and, when I went to Walmart,
Oh, yeah. What'd you get?
and did you get them?
What?
Well, I think I got one. That's
Doggone
why I
it.
left that in there for you. What?
It's gonna. There's
What?
probably gonna be no more swimming for the rest of the
What's
year.
wrong?
I can't believe it turned like that. Tomorrow's gonna be.
Are you serious?
Listen to this. Tomorrow is going to be 68 degrees with a low of 49. Friday,
What?
66 degrees with a low of 48. Saturday, it's the only,
What?
72 degrees. It's going to be cold with 54 degrees at night. Sunday, 68 degrees and rain. Monday, 74 degrees, maybe. Tuesday, 74 degrees. That's horrible.
That does suck, doesn't it?
And Wednesday is going to be rain for the first day of school.
Is it really?
Yeah, sucks. That sucks.
Are the kids excited about going back?
I guess.
Carolyn?
Yeah, I guess. What was I going to say? Okay, I don't know what I was going to say. Something. I thought I was going to say something. I can't remember what the freak I was going to say. Oh my gosh. What were we talking? You was telling me about tomorrow. You did. Oh yeah. What did you get? You said you got a ball?
No.
Oh, what did you get then?
They didn't have any.
Well, what did you get?
Oh, just some more stuff. Nothing exciting.
Oh, I thought you
know.
said, oh, wait a minute, I got
But
something
lots
good.
of lots. No.
Oh.
Miracle Ear.
Yeah, Miracle Ear.
I'm saying that for you because I didn't say I got anything good.
Oh, I thought you got something good. All right, I have,
No, they didn't.
Jimmy bought me some balls today. I'm going to open one ball before we go.
Did you really?
I'm going to do a ball before we go.
Okay.
All right?
I'm
let me
just
get
not
the
into
chat.
them anymore either.
Sorry. I'm going to do a ball before we go.
If they have any of the new ones, so I know I'll get a couple. That's what Lexi wanted. They had the collector cases though, Carolyn, for the toy ones,
Yeah.
but they were gone.
What do you mean they were gone?
And it was different toys, you know.
But what do you mean they were gone?
There was none left.
What do you mean the collector? Oh, what was
They
done?
didn't have them.
Oh, I don't know what you mean. Okay. Well,
It
then
was
they,
gone.
but they didn't
They
have
were
them then. You
gone.
said
The
they have them, but they didn't. Okay. All
But
right.
they were out. They
Oh.
were out.
Okay.
And I'm like, gosh, okay, what in the heck?
This is the tub of little candies that Nana Patty was showing. Sweet Shop.
What is it?
Sweet Shop candies.
That has series one.
Have a good day, Linda, Galb. Hi, Billy, Boy Blue. Whoa, Lisa. Heart Made Wise. Whoa, Lisa's here. Okay. Whoa, Lisa. Oh, these are new. I haven't had these before.
Lisa.
Oh, Lisa. It's your birthday? Okay.
It's a birthday.
I got a pack of wieners. That's what they say. Hold on. They're Oscar Mayer wieners. Hold on. Why won't they show? Oscar Mayer show.
Oh, they have a mini
There they
brand
go.
card game.
They do? You saw that at the store?
Yeah, I did a little short.
Oscar Mayer wieners.
Yeah, I didn't buy it though.
Do, 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 do. Those were new. Well, everything is supposed to be new. But I am just glad we're not trying to guess who is dead or alive. You hate that game, Julianne? I know. It gets depressing, isn't it?
What
A
game?
whopping high of 69 degrees for you, Lisa. Come hang out, Billy. Okay, this is Love Hearts. Can I come? I'll bring the food. Oh, he wants to hang out with you. She lives in Australia, just so you know.
I feel like I've been asleep this stream. I didn't even know Tammy left and Regina.
It must be the drugs.
It must
Hi,
be.
Chicky Doodles. Hi, no work today? Feeling kind of funky right now? Stovetop. Little tiny stovetop. Turkey.
So tall.
Okay, and I've got one more. Yo, Danielle, Ruth said. Oh, and this is that creamer thing that comes from, I don't know, where's this coming from again? Somebody said UK. Dose and Company. Okay, that's it for me there. So I got some
That's all
wieners.
she
I
wrote.
got some wieners in my balls.
Very nice.
Isn't that nice? Wieners and balls. Oh,
Yes.
look at that. What on there?
It is.
Who's that on the couch over there?
Oh, Lexi. Wait. Oh, there? That's outside at Bonnie's.
Oh, Bonnie's. Okay. My Bonnie flies over the ocean. My Bonnie flies over the sea. Do you remember that song, My Bonnie Flies Over the Ocean? Do you remember that,
Yes.
Scooter? Well, bring back my Bonnie to me. We used to have that on the piano book by the piano downstairs.
Really?
Yeah. Let's see.
It's My Bonnie Lies Over the Ocean.
Yes, my Bonnie lies over the ocean. My Bonnie lies over the sea.
Yeah.
Oh, bring back my Bonnie to me, Okay. Yeah. So they have two of those dose things. One is a small container and one is a large container. I know what that is supposed to be. It is so weird. That dose thing, they have it by the carts and stuff, so it makes it sound like it's a box or something. Oh. She's like, bring back, gone. Okay, anyway, there she is. That was rude.
I didn't do anything. It just did that.
You just left.
I did not.
It went ding, like you left. I don't understand how it says you left, but then you're still here.
Yeah, it was just the connection here.
So
Because I
weird.
came out here to the kitchen,
Yeah.
and so I think it's just a little worse. Yeah, I know what I mean.
All right, boys and girls.
Moms and dads.
It's time to leave. Before we do, we'll sing our little song. Okay. MIC, see you real soon.
K-E-Y.
Why? Because we like you.
M-O-U-S-E.
Mickey Mouse.
Mickey Mouse.
Donald Duck.
Mickey Mouse.
Mouse. Yeah. And then
Hold our banner high, 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 high. Come along and sing a song and join the company. Join a company. M-I-C.
K-E-Y.
M-O-U-S-E.
And then while you're waiting for us to come back again, you can have a snack of what? What can you have a snack of? What kind of chicken?
Oh, Rosseteer.
Have your Rosseteer chicken while you're waiting. And we'll be back. Have your Rosseteer chicken. And we'll see you real soon. Thanks to the moderators. Prayers for everyone that needs them. And God bless. And please say a prayer for Jimmy's sister. All right.
Yes,
See you
yes.
later, alligators.
Love you.
Bye. In a while, crocodile.
Good day.
See you later.
Have a great day.
Have a great day.